Yes, yeah. And I think Ian would send his regards.
If he wasn't dealing with twins who weren't sleeping.
Hold on, let me text him. I'll ask him, hey, do you send your regards to the chat?
Night of the Moon, SN200.
What if he goes, no?
No, I don't care. Whatever. I'm happy staying at home tonight, frankly.
My regards. They're not being sent, actually. I'm very busy with my twins.
Send them my sort ofs.
Yeah. I do not send my regards.
Send them my laundry.
Yeah, send them my laundry. Guys, it's good to be back. We had a great day Friday night, a day and a night, all day. Where on Friday, World Cup, had Brian over, watched the World Cup. That was a lot of fun. They have to win on Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to do another side cast is what the official term is, which you tuned in for UncleFMG, and yep. I think I need to be more clear. Our overlay, we had a GameCube game running like down in the corner, and you expressed that you weren't sure if we were watching that or what was, and so
look, the rules
that was
from
good feedback.
The rules from Qatar are pretty strict. I mean, if you can't have a beer, I didn't know if you couldn't actually broadcast
That's true. Yeah, we are on some sort of list somewhere, I'm sure. But yeah, that was just a video game because I thought, listen, we can't show the game, but why not? We're in the Retro Lab, just have a little FIFA game in the background. So good.
You guys are talking about how great the Americans are doing, and I'm like looking at the game like it's 8-4 England against. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I think the final score is like 15-6 or something. Yeah, in the game, we tied in real life, so that's a huge victory for the United States, which a couple people didn't understand. Do you get it? Do you get that a 0-0
yes.
tie is a... Okay.
I'm the guy who, in our entire family, said in 1980, why can't the Americans win the gold medal in hockey? I said that at the very beginning of the Olympics, and everybody in the family laughed at me.
Yeah.
Guess who got the last laugh?
I think...
Go again.
I think
Miracle, great movie.
The Miracle. Actually, I've never seen that.
Oh my God, you have to watch that.
I've never seen.
Oh,
is it Miracle on Ice or is
it's
it just
Miracle?
Kurt Russell, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I have never seen that. I love hockey too.
If one of your cousins is on here again,
yeah,
again, they'll get the reference.
Oh. Again, that's them.
He keeps sending them, skating them up and down the ice. He goes, you may not be the best team, but you'll be the most conditioned team.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that would be a good one to watch on here someday, because we have yet to watch. We have yet to watch any sports movies, and there are lots of good sports movies
with lots of references. Thank you.
With lots of references, UncleFMG, the legendary reference maker. Or just guy that you have no idea what he's talking about, because that's how deep the references are sometimes with UncleFMG.
The reference inside the reference within the reference.
You didn't get that reference? Well, I better make a reference to you not getting the reference. UncleFMG, everybody in the chat. So yeah, Friday let's circle back to Friday. We had a great time hanging with those of you who could make it during the day, during the sidecast. Again, it was fun. We're probably going to do it again. Brian's out of town. He was kind of my co-host for that show. He's out of town until Thursday, and they play on Tuesday. But if we get to the next round, we'll probably do another sidecast. It is during the day, which... that's kind of when I'm not awake most of the time. So that was like the equivalent of me waking up at 6 a.m. in terms of, a normal schedule. So I actually have been. I stay up so late that I'll be catching some of the 4 a.m. games because I'll be playing God of War. You know, we've been going 8-something hours per stream on these God of War streams, and I'll get off, make some food, and I'll be like, oh, it's about 4 a.m. Maybe I'll watch some
catch a
World
little
Cup.
soccer.
I'm already up, so. Anyways,
Only natural being a former soccer player yourself.
love it so much. It's fun to watch the World Cup because it's kind of a rarer thing. That's what makes it so special. There's a lot of players that it'll be their last World Cup. Messi, Ronaldo. The United States, you never know what you're going to get. So it's kind of fun to cheer for the underdog. And yeah, it was great. There were a lot of people who in the chat kind of also knew soccer and maybe didn't know that I really enjoy it. And
well, you know, I enjoyed it. You played it. You were good at it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It was my main sport for sure.
And then we had fun talking the other night at the family gathering about how I played goalie because I got to wear the long sleeve shirt because it was cold out.
Yeah. And I could have gone pro unless my back, and you could have gone pro unless everybody's got their
talent.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
No, everybody could have gone pro unless, something, of course. Yeah. So, we on Friday we had our family grilled cheese and malt party, which was so damn fun as usual. I think
year number 9, the first time I made it.
Yeah, your first one. So that was really a lot of fun. That was on Friday, and the grilled cheeses. I had classic white bread. I hadn't had a grilled cheese since last year. I don't know. Can you guys think of the last time you had a grilled cheese? It's not in my regular rotation, and I think it needs to be. I loved my pepper jack cheese with jalapenos. I went back for a second one, and it was hitting the spot. It was the perfect sandwich that I needed in that moment, and I didn't even realize it. It's been a while. Last week, Sepp, you having grilled cheese sandwiches? Well, it was your first grilled cheese party. When was the last time you had a grilled cheese sandwich?
I cannot remember.
See? We used to have it growing up all the time, and it's like, I don't know. That was a good reminder. I probably said the same thing last year, like, dude, I definitely need to have more grilled cheese, and then didn't have any until
mine was white bread, pepper jack, cheddar, pickles.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And I made sure that they browned it, not too dark, not too light. Gotta get the crisp.
Yeah, we had like 7 different types of bread, 8 different types
least.
of cheeses, 4 or 5 different toppings. And then 2 of my cousins, they just they're churning them out. They're cooking them up. They're serving them out. They're dishing them out because we have a huge family.
They have restaurant experience, and we actually filled out like little orders, and they're putting them on like you would just see in the restaurant. Order up, order up, order up.
Oh, man. So that was Saturday. So much fun.
Friday.
That was Friday. That's right. That was Friday. So much fun. And then Saturday, I just worked on DJs in Space, making good progress on that. 2 weeks from now, we will be officially back. Faith in the Glitch is coming in from New York City for the relaunch again of DJs in Space. Finally, we got the new laptop worked in. The encabulations have been coming in fast and heavy, and I'm very excited to bring that content back to you guys and show you all the cool new visuals. And I've got all sorts of great controls that I can manipulate while the DJs are doing their thing. Plus, we're thinking about working in some NPC battles and betting into that stream as well. So, a lot of fun, exciting stuff to look forward to.
Content,
baby. Interesting, different content. Doing all sorts of different things. With that said, we're here tonight to watch a movie. Normally, we have the movie decided ahead of time, but because this week's schedule was so crazy, with the holiday.
To answer Black Havoc's question, no.
You call this a glitch?
No,
did not
we have-
vote yet. Yeah, we did not vote yet. We're just getting to that momentarily. First things first, let's go through tonight's options. We have 4 movies on the docket. Is that what you say?
Yeah, Docket's right. By the way, Planet X1, hello, DJ's Space. Yes, in fact, earlier today.
Yes. What did he say? I missed it.
He asked if I played Zomboid, and yeah,
Oh,
I put some
okay.
hours in today.
I see it. That's up. Okay, that was up. I see it now. Yes, Uncle FMG has gone from Project Zomboid noob. Everybody starts somewhere to you're out there living and surviving, and he's gaming pretty hard. He's gaming pretty hard. And we had a pretty good conversation about that on Friday, and I love that game. And you're kind of my go-to guy in terms of, okay, where are they in terms of development, the latency between, the online stuff, and we had all sorts of, we had a lot of Project Zomboid plans that are still out there, up here, but they're on hold right now until the game comes a little bit further, gets developed a little bit more. But yeah, anyways, we got sidetracked. All right, movies, baby. We got 4 movies tonight. Drunken Master. We have Highlander. We have Minority Report. And we have Train to Busan as our 4 options on tonight's movie menu. Now, if you don't know about any of these movies, let's just kind of go through a little bit and talk about what they are about and our experience with the movies or lack of. So for me, let's start at the very top. You know what? Hold on. Before we do that, can we get it in the chat going in the chat? I almost completely missed it. Again, thanks
I got first in the chat.
He said it. There it is. Although technically,
actually,
you're not
because
in
you
the
didn't
chat.
log in.
You're in the studio. That is not in the chat. Worm OG, Night of the Moon, Abstract Endurance.
Birds.
Yo, Bergies, what up? Planet X1, Sep in the chat.
Koozie.
Tunes. Giggle Panda, Hokey Hosh, what up, Hokey Hosh? Good to see you in the chat.
Tonsil.
Tonsuli in the chat with the in the chat. Welcome
Gunther,
in here.
good to see you, man.
Gunther, Epic Shakes. in
Sweet
the
Alice
chat.
cookies.
Sweet Alice.
It's your season.
She's making good cookies. A Aspects, the drippiest jackets. Hey, thanks. When you're from the future, this is just their uniform. Rockwell with Rockwell. What up, dude? Yo. Good to have you guys here in the chat with the in the chats in the chat connected via 56K AOL CDs, via Jeff Bezos yachts, hashtag ads. Millions of ads, downloading, uploading at all times, micro ads, nano ads,
Blue check marks.
ad coin, blue check marks, yeah, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Drunken Master stars Jackie Chan. It is one of the movies that kind of put him on the map in Asia specifically. Jackie Chan's just one of my fucking favorites, man. He's a legend.
Don't be swaying the audience.
He's listen, this is the part where Uncle FMG already showing his bias. He has certain biases about
I do.
what movies he would like to watch. I'm going to be as unbiased as possible and just talk about unbiased talk about, or I'm going to try, you know what, I'll try to. I have all positive things to say about it. I don't think you'll hear. Hold on. Hold, please. Jackie Chan. Well, hold on.
I'm holding.
Okay. Wait a second.
I'm waiting.
So, Have you seen any Jackie Chan films?
Yeah, I was talking to you about that one on
Maybe
Friday.
I got to sell you on these other ones.
No. I was telling you how I watched that Jackie Chan movie recently where he is like a really old guy and his daughter dies because of a terrorist attack and he's not happy about how the government is handling it. And so he takes it into his own hands. It's kind of like a Liam Neeson, I'm going to go kill everybody kind of movie.
Yes, that's right. I don't know if I know that one.
I recommend it highly. It's the first one I've watched all the way through.
Is he older or younger?
He's old.
Oh,
and
it's like a recent one.
And he plays into the fact that he is old, but he gives up everything, and despite being old, he still kicks ass. He takes some hits, but he still kicks ass. Excuse my language, but this is an adult stream.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen any. You know what? I call myself a Jackie Chan fan, but I haven't really seen any movie of his in the past like 15 years maybe. I know he made the movie with Will Smith's kid. I don't know. that was the last one that I can think of like in recent timing, but
Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid. Yeah, they did like a reboot of Karate Kid.
And oh my God.
He was
one of the many reboots that should not have been
the
rebooted.
legendary master, yeah. So, Drunken Master, it is a 1978 Hong Kong martial arts comedy film. And I think that
Thank you, sir.
Jackie Chan is the king of martial arts comedy, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, who else?
I can't think of anyone else. I'm sure there are other movies that go down that same route. If you know them, drop them in the chat. I mean, I don't know them. This is where Ian would be like, yes, there was this movie and this movie.
Well, do you like the John Wick movies? Because in John Wick 3, the Kung Fu master in that movie actually hosted, for those of you who are in the cooking, he hosted Iron Chef.
Really?
And then I see this guy in these action movies. I'm like...
Wait, he's acting seriously in John Wick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He sends his students up against Wick until he takes on Wick. Wick beats his students and lets them go. But...
Yeah.
And I'm just used to this guy saying, go down, when he tells the chefs to start cooking.
Right. Yeah, I actually haven't seen John Wick 3.
Oh, 4's coming out, baby.
And 4's coming out. I've seen 1 and 2. And so I gotta get caught up on my John Wick. Because who would have thought that they would have kept going with that movie? But it's a winning,
Yeah,
it's a winning formula, really.
I want to see where it goes because some of those characters I'm invested in.
Okay, cool. Good examples, by the way. Beverly Hills Ninja is like comedy first. You know what? They have the guy from Mortal Kombat in that as well as the partner to Chris Farley. Beverly Hills Ninja. When I think of Chris Farley, that's not one of the first movies I think of, but nice reminder. That movie is hilarious. So good. And I haven't seen those other ones, Night of the Moon, Shaolin Soccer, Kung Fu Hustle. I assume that Jackie Chan in this, guys, this is a pretty. This is a long shot, but I think he gets drunk and then that enhances his fighting powers.
Shocking.
Okay. I mean, what isn't there to like about that?
It's the lack of hesitation versus the lack of coordination, so,
Yeah. I will say that drunk people do like to fight, and then it does kind of numb your pain.
And your executive function.
So maybe we'll see more of Jackie Chan taking some damage here, or I don't know. I have no idea really what to expect. I just know it is a...
so that's movie 1 is your Jackie Chan
yes.
featurette?
That is our first option. I haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
Nope.
There it is, Drunken Master. The second movie, the second option is Highlander, 1986 fantasy action adventure film directed by Russell Mulcahy, starring Christopher Lambert, Roxanne Hart, Clancy Brown, and Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
This is kind of a classic film that I feel like is one of those movies that everybody has seen, but
not you and me.
But we haven't seen it. Uncle FMG and I both have not seen Highlander.
It's iconic, and yet
Yeah.
it's like you haven't seen The Godfather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another big one. So, Highlander,
With Sean Connery.
I think it's about time travel or people that live like a long time, and then I know there's only one.
There's a knight or something.
There's only one, and they have to fight to the death. That's all I know. So, it'd be fun to see Sean Connery doing his thing. The poster looks pretty cool. And Highlander enjoyed little success on its initial theatrical release, grossing over $12 million against a production budget of $19 million and received mixed reviews.
But
Nevertheless, it became a cult film and inspired several sequels and television spin-offs. Dude, I like when that happens. For whatever reason, a movie maybe doesn't do too hot, but then it catches on.
Oh, yeah.
It gets cult film status, and a lot of that I feel like that used to happen more often.
In the blockbuster days, as it were.
Blockbuster days. Sometimes something would come out on tape.
Early HBO, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, so it sounds like maybe that happened here. The tagline, "There can only be one," has carried on into pop culture. There it is.
Plus, I gotta do my Sean Connery all night.
Sean Connery plays a Spanish conquistador in Highlander. He immerses himself in the role by talking and acting exactly like a Scottish actor.
I love that. I mean, Kevin Costner's Robin Hood movie, sometimes he's doing the accent, sometimes he's not. It is horrible.
That's amazing. I must have missed it. DJs in Space, thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. Right at the beginning of the stream there. Thank you for supporting the stream. Thanks for the 100 bits. And Rockwell with Rockwell, bringing it back. Thank you so much, dude, for the support. Welcome back. Thanks for subscribing to the stream. Very cool. Let's move on to the next movie. The next option is the only movie that I've seen from this list, Tom Cruise in Minority Report, directed by Steven Spielberg. You know, I actually did not know that until I looked today.
And that I've seen that one as well.
So we both seen this one, but it's been quite a long time. 2002, this movie came out. I remember seeing it in the theater, and it blew my mind. Very cool premise. I think Tom Cruise always brings it in his action films. This one gets pretty weird.
And it's from the future.
And it's very futuristic as well, which ties into
thematically
our theme here. And so, yeah, the tagline on this one is, "Everybody runs." Everybody runs.
And for those of you who are Battlestar Galactica Reimagined series, there are, I think there are parallels or some references back and forth there.
Okay. Yeah, this stars Tom Cruise, Colin Farrell, Samantha Morton, and Max von Sydow.
Oh, Max.
The film combines elements of tech-noir, whodunit, thriller, and science fiction genres, as well as traditional chase film. Interestingly enough, the film was first optioned in 1992 as a sequel to another adaptation, Total Recall, 1990. Set to reprise his role as Doug Quaid. Dude, what?
What?
That's crazy. After Total Recall production company, Carl Co. Pictures filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, the project was reworked into a standalone project and started development in 1997. Production suffered many delays due to Cruise's Mission Impossible 2 and Spielberg's AI running over schedule. Mission Impossible 2 we were talking about recently because we watched the John Woo classic Face Off. And John Woo also directed Mission Impossible 2. Slow motion, birds, John Woo stuff.
God,
So yeah, this is a great science fiction flick that actually killed it at the box office. $358.4 million versus $102 million dollar budget. Pretty big budget too. But yeah,
Cruise was on a roll at that point.
oh,
Very much.
man. He brings everything to every role. I feel like, say what you will about him off camera or whatever in life, but
Do you want me to jump on the couch now if anyone gets that reference?
yeah, if we select that, we'll be jumping on the couches and the chairs, of course.
Does anybody in the chat get that reference?
Oh yeah, I got it. Come on, they gotta get that. I feel like that's synonymous with Cruise now, and that's almost like you can't help but think.
You got it, Toaster.
Yeah. All right, our final option is the following movie, Train to Busan. This is one that...
Got derailed.
Yeah, that's right. That you guys really talked about. It just randomly came up over the course of me streaming the last few years. I guess whenever we talk about zombies or zombie movies, I feel like it's always getting thrown out there into the mix, and it's a South Korean action horror film directed by Yoang Sang-ho, starring Gong Yoo, Jong Yoo-mi, Ma Dong-soek. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of these. Kim Suwan, Choi Woo-shik, An So-hee, and Kim Wee-sung.
So instead of K-pop, it's K-zom.
It's K-Zab. Yeah, K-Zob. Yeah. Actually, yeah, Uncle FMG. He'll be here all night, folks.
Try the eel.
So this is a South Korean movie that had a budget of $8.5 million, and in the box office made almost $100 million. That's a pretty good return.
It's like the Blair Witch Project, made for nothing, grossed a bunch.
Oh, right. Yeah, that movie was made for nothing.
We could have made that in your backyard with the birds.
Right. This movie, I don't know, is what the fuck is this, guys? I don't know. You guys, it's a train movie. There's like a train and zombies are on the train. Get these motherfucking zombies off this motherfucking train. That's all I know. I don't know.
Sarah's got the poll ready, so whenever you decide, sir.
Sarah Tryptamine, leave it open for maybe a couple minutes, maybe 2 minutes, and go ahead and let it rip. Those are our four options. We have, again, Jackie Chan in Drunken Master, 1978. Christopher Lambert in Highlander, 1986. Tom Cruise, Minority Report, directed by Steven Spielberg, 2002. And we got Train to Busan, 2016. Motherfucking snags on the motherfucking train. Abstract Endurance, thanks for the 100 bits. Would a double feature be possible? No. I think we're doing a single feature tonight. We did, on Halloween, do a triple feature.
Holy shnikes.
which was crazy. And we're not ruling out double features, but I'll probably be, after the movie, continuing to work on the DJs in space setup as we get geared up for the return of DJs in space. But yeah, Double features not ruled out in the future, of course. Okay, the poll is up.
Mr. Peace, hi.
Sarah Triptman, thanks for helping on that, by the way. He also, dude, the announcement, he's doing everything. Pulling out all the stops. Do you want to participate in the vote, Uncle FMG? I can add your tally.
Yes, I would vote for Highlander.
Okay. Then I have selected that and voted on your behalf. I would never, I mean, sometimes I just pick the movie, so I feel like I'll stay out of this one. But you still get to vote, you know? You still get to vote as a special guest.
And the current rage now in politics is rank choice voting, where like, okay, I want this person, but if this person doesn't win, then I want this person,
Right.
but which is why it takes forever to count. So number 2 would be Minority Report.
Okay, as your backup, yeah. No, I'm open to whatever. I'm excited because these are very different movies.
If the Zomboid movie wins, I will have to point out every single parallel with Project Zomboid.
Oh, yeah.
Because
You know
I was
what?
telling you last night that I watched World War Z again.
Yep.
And there's Brad Pitt. He's using the duct tape to put a knife on the end of his gun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I know how to craft that.
Yeah, you're like, I do that in Project Zomboid. That's, we were talking on Friday, but I wanted to tell you guys in the chat that in the same way that when we were playing Project Zomboid, Uncle FMG and I used to talk about how we'd be like doing things in real life and we'd be referencing back to Project Zomboid, like filling up our water, managing our resources, our weight in the backpack, and
Cooking, which canned food am I going to open? What can I
Exactly.
combine it with?
yeah, and how you like are so into a game that you're just thinking about it even when you're not playing the game. And I was at my parents' house on Thanksgiving, and they've been like changing up the design in their house, and I noticed that they had 2 vases that look just like the vases in God of War that you're constantly smashing. I posted a picture in the Discord, and I, of course, wrote underneath it, smash these, got the hack silver inside.
I'm staying there tomorrow night if you want me to smash it and see if there's something in there.
I smashed the hell out of them, okay? They left it there, and they want me to come over and clean it up, so you can smash it some more, but I already got the hack silver,
All
Uncle
right.
FMG.
But the new patio looks great.
Oh, yeah, the new patio is fantastic, yeah. They've been meaning to, remodel over there for years and years and years. We had just holes in the kitchen wall for a while, so I'm happy that they're finally getting to it. And as long as they keep the vases filled with hack silver, nice moves. Dives, 69 months, nice. Welcome back, thank you, Divey Dives.
Hi, Dives.
Dives.
Divise.
I don't know. Do we have an update on the vote? Vote check? It's got to be the top 2 now. We need to, we're doing a double vote where we eliminate, sorry if that wasn't clear, but we eliminate 2, and then we have we have a final vote between the top 2. Sarah Trippin says Highlander. What got second? Do we know what got second? It's Train to Busan or Highlander for the final vote. Train to Busan and Highlander with 43% Highlander, 36% Train to Busan. Okay, there it is. Final vote. So Uncle FMG, you want Highlander?
I'm not trying to influence anybody's votes, but I might have to leave early.
You might have to leave early?
If it's not Highlander.
Whoa.
God,
Uncle FMG.
I'm kidding.
What if you
I'm
love
kidding.
the movie? What if you love it? Be open to the experience. These motherfucking zombies on these motherfucking
Fucking train.
trains, okay?
Of course I'm staying.
Oh my gosh. Final polls up. Get your votes in. Trust your instincts.
Use the force.
Use the force. And get that vote in. And then I'll get the posters ready to go. The timer ready to go. Watch party. Okay, real quick, for those of you guys who don't know, this is how the watch party works. I'll click start the watch party, and then it asks if you have Twitch Prime, which Twitch Prime is Amazon Prime, but it's connected to your Twitch account. Then we watch the movie together. It actually syncs up the movie for all of us. This stream will then go above the chat. It also works on mobile somehow. I don't know how. So I don't know where this goes on mobile. Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't either. But on browser, this window will go above the chat. You'll have your own individual, volume control for the stream, so you can hear our commentary, and then you'll have your own controls for the movie. And then there's also a quality, option that you're going to want to take a look into and make sure that that's maxed out if your internet can handle it. And then we watch the movie. That's how it works. Any questions? ! Watch party will take you over to the frequently asked questions page on Twitch. And it is region limited. Most of these movies that we watch, I think we watch some of the deeper cuts. So they're broadly available movies and I feel like we rarely watch the broadly available ones because we're picking more based off of just what do we want to watch, not what's broadly available. So even if you have Prime, unfortunately, it might not work for you. That's why usually we choose the movie ahead of time. Again, that's so people can figure out alternative ways to have the movie ready to go. We're doing what we can. So hopefully it works for you, and yep, go rent it if you don't have it.
And get back from Blockbuster.
That's right. Let's check in on the vote. It was tied. It was tied 50-50.
Wow.
Oh, is it still going? Oh, it's still going. Yeah, so
Well,
we have a few moments left, and
during
the
that
vote
time
is at the top of the chat. It's at the very top of the chat. There we go. We got a tiebreaker. Highlander takes the lead. Train to Busan brings it back.
Futureman, if I could,
Yeah.
I just want to know, Thanksgiving, we're now in the Christmas season, and I just want to point out to everybody that FMG merch is available. And I got to tell you, whether it's a stocking stuffer or something wrapped in a box with a bow, whoever you give your FMG merch to, you will never have a softer T-shirt or something that says not only about how much you love them, but how much you love FMG. So, #merch. I don't usually do this, but
Except for every time. Uncle FMG's the head of merchandise or advertising, PR. He's my PR. And head of gifting. He's the gifting king.
I tussle with Nightbot over this, but #FMG merch. It is really one of the softest T-shirts you'll ever own.
Store. I'll drop the link in the chat. There we go. Thank you, Uncle FMG.
I got to tell you, it's the perfect Christmas gift.
Yeah. It'll, what can it do? Oh, yeah. Save your marriage, cure any illnesses that you have.
It's good for nightwear. It's good for workouts. I mean, it is just basically the most versatile, comfortable T-shirts.
It's been rumored to stop bullets.
This is what you can't see from the sleeves, but this is the baseball version. I was wearing the short sleeve teal blue one yesterday.
Yes, Uncle FMG, you're the best. Oh, it ended in a tie. How about that? If that isn't the most Twitch chat thing ever.
I think they did it on purpose.
They did. You know they did it on purpose. You know that they did it on purpose. 100%. All right.
Well, I guess that means we
could
get
either-
Ravs and pizza in the middle.
We can either run it back, or I can flip a coin. Or, did anybody?
Kurtari Highlander is so bad. I feel like it's one of those cult classics. Like, I've heard about it. I've just never
but also
seen it.
Bad movies can be good.
So good, like the ones you've been watching.
Yeah.
Face Off is so bad, but
so
Roadhouse
good
is a
because of it.
great bad movie
So good, so bad, everything. Yeah, that's okay.
with some
Because
really
then
good.
we're watching it together, and then that makes it a good thing. So
I'm up
bad
for anything.
movies- the worst movie we watched in here that was just really bad, like sometimes it's just bad, was Chud. That's when we watched The Brain, which was so bad it's good. Amazing movie. And then we tried to keep it going and lost all of our momentum with Chud. Chud was a dud. Let's just say. Highlander has the Queen soundtrack. See, that sounds pretty good. That sounds good. All right. Let me find a coin. Let's see if we got a coin. The coin of truth.
By the way,
we don't have coins in the anybody.
correct me in
Check
the
the couch. Any Doge coin over there, or the? There should be some.
I've got some Twitter shares here someplace. Someone in the chat, correct me, but statistically speaking, it is not 50-50 when you flip a quarter.
Is it because each side of the coin has a different design, therefore?
Different weight.
Whoa.
It's not a lot, but it is not the
Whoa.
same.
I wonder if it's also based off of what side you start on. Interesting. Wait, would the best way then be to put it down and then maybe spin it, flick it and spin it?
Well, I think Dungeons and Dragons dice would probably be the best way if I was using a protection spell.
Oh man, that's true. A D20, what is it? A D20 dice? A D&D? If we had one of those. Yeah. All right. Let me grab a coin. And we'll flip it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Coin. Coin flip on random.org. Checking if the site is secure. Perhaps you've wondered how predictable machine... What is this? Random drawings? Paid service. What are we doing here?
Fire Native, I do think I've seen someplace that heads comes up slightly statistically ahead more than tails. But, look,
Dude,
I'm old, my eyes are weak, my legs are poor.
I've heard that too. And I've always gone heads. And now you got these fools out there, and they're having so much fun with Tails Never Fails. But
They like
I
big
find
booty.
that Tails fails quite often.
You know, you're either a twerker or a jerker. You know?
Yeah, Tails does fail. All right, we got a follow-up link. Well, let's go like this and flip to select the type of coin. Here, we can make it so everybody can see this.
Is that actually supposed to be visible?
Not for you. Let's see here. Window capture coming right up. Coming right up. Zzz. All right, can you guys see that? UncleFMG, I know you can't see that.
Yeah.
It says flip 2 virtual coins of the type novelty coins, antique coins, a Canadian dollar coin. What?
Kennedy dollar.
What's fair and equal? What is
That means it doesn't come out one side more than the other.
Yeah, right? What's the fairest coin?
For
A
those
US $50 American Buffalo 24 karat gold coin?
And see, that's a great thing about programming in BASIC is you could use the RND command and actually get a random number.
Yeah. Let's do a John Adams coin. How about that? We're going to do a John Adams, $1 John Adams coin.
Great
Flip
scene.
one virtual coin. Let's do a practice flip. Okay, it is Statue of Liberty. What's the other side? Oh, there's John Adams. Okay, heads or Statue of Liberty? Other head. All right, so Uncle FMG, pick what side corresponds to what movie?
That's an interesting question. So I would have to say that John Adams goes to zombies,
Okay.
and the Statue of Liberty goes to Highlander.
Okay.
Don't
Here we
ask me
go.
why.
Drum roll. Nice moves. And the winner is, I don't know. It's heads. What do we choose? It's John Adams. I think you said train. Is that correct? Train?
I think I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Train to Busan.
Toot toot, all aboard.
Choo choo. All aboard.
I've been a hype train leader before.
Choo choo. Choo choo.
Possum, if I had my laptop, I'd be gifting you a subscription right now.
Heads, Statue of Liberty, heads, Statue of Liberty. I'm just testing the coin mechanics again. Statue of Liberty, Statue of Liberty, Statue of Liberty, Statue of Liberty, Statue of Liberty. Okay, wow. Nice. Officially, we are watching Train to Busan. Okay, who has seen this? Also, obligatory rigged in the chat. There it is. Gold Buicks are all over it.
DJs in space, thank you for the 100 bits.
Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, thank you for the bits. Also, of course they had it tied. Again, I got to go back to that again. You know that they saw it. It should be a blind vote. That's the way that it should work. We need that system updated.
Or
so that people vote and they're not voting based off of the other vote.
Or the guests should choose.
Oh, that's the tie. That could be the tiebreaker. Maybe officially.
Look,
right.
They're looking for the double feature.
This
Can
is-
you blame them?
Oh, that's what they're trying to push
Yep.
for. All right, so Uncle FMG does
Sergeant
not
Butters.
want to watch this.
No.
The question is, no, that's okay.
No. Zombie references.
That's okay because listen, now we get the interesting experience of, do you like it, and does it impress you after the fact?
Is it subtitled in English? Is it going to be like a Godzilla movie where they're like, Godzilla?
I don't know. Does it have subtitles? Does anybody know? I actually don't know. If it's
Okay.
dubbed,
It's K-Zomb.
it has sub and dub. Okay, you know what? We've never tried this before. So, would you prefer the subtitles or do you want the English dubbed?
That seems like a Jackie Chan movie sometimes when it's the English dub.
That's
right?
true.
I mean, so I have no preference. I'm with the people. Whatever the people want.
Well, it's only we can change it on our end. So, like, it's just for you and me. That's a decision that we can make on our end.
Well, I defer to the host.
Okay. We'll do,
I'm just a guest.
okay. UncleFMG, chill, go with the flow.
Just good to see a bunch of you people.
Choo-choo. Flip a coin, says Miss.
Another coin.
We'll have Twitch chat on
Yeah,
it.
we're-
we'll have
we
Twitch
have
chat
a-
vote on it, excuse me.
We have a Nintendo Cube game, which is nothing but coin flipping. We'll be
Yeah.
booting that up.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's see here. Let's get our poster ready to go. 'Cause we still got Hellbound Hellraiser 2 loaded up.
Thank you, RJ. I look forward to checking that out.
Busan.
I thought about bringing my laptop and putting it right here so I could interact more with the chat, but
Dropped a little message that Uncle FMG may appreciate. Says, hope all is well. I heard a bit of basic talk when I came in. What about COBL?
COBOL language. Is that what you're talking about?
COBOL. I don't know what that means.
Well, COBOL was a programming language back in the day,
Okay.
post Fortran. And interesting story, my father, Doc, who you've heard Futureman reference before,
Yeah.
he went to Radio Shack before he was thinking about getting a computer because some of the other doctors in his practice were getting computers. And he bought 2 books at Radio Shack. One was Basic Programming Language with all the terms and what they do. And the other book was a book of different basic programs that you could write. And I would just read back and forth between those 2 books, and that's how I taught myself to program in BASIC. And so the first time I got my hands on a TRS computer in the principal's office in grade school, I sit down and start writing a program to play a game.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Nice.
I started writing a bunch of programs from there. We had Fortran and punch cards on minis at high school, but
Yeah.
so yeah, I actually wrote a couple games in BASIC for my Apple II Plus.
Yeah, you were always the tech computer uncle with all of your computers and working at a computer store. And yeah, Uncle FMG has me actually holding on to a bunch of his old Macs. I don't know which ones they are. Maybe when I drop some of
2GS. You have the Apple IIGS, which actually had retro capability to most Apple II Plus and IIe games. The funny thing about that is the chips in the 2GS were so much faster that when I tried to play some of the old 2 Plus and 2E games on the 2GS, it was running so fast you couldn't. It's like, oh, wait.
What was the computer that was up in the attic at Doc and Maudie's that took the huge floppy disks? Big floppy disk. Or I was just a little kid. I don't know. But I remember them being massive.
Well, that would be a 5 1/4 inch as opposed to the 8, which were truly massive.
Okay.
But the 5 1/4 inch floppies would have been for the Apple II GS with the external drive or the Apple IIe with the external drive.
Yeah.
The difference being that the Apple II GS also took 3.5 inch micro floppy.
Yeah, there we go.
And so I had to buy the 5 1/4 inch as an external drive for the 2GS so I could run the old games.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's probably my earliest computer gaming memory would be up there.
And then there was the original series of the iMac, which the different color backs.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a blue one. And I remember Mom telling me to go to Best Buy and buy Doc that for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I remember.
We talking about the ones that came out in the early 2000s that had all the different colors on the back, blue, purple, was kind of see-through?
It was kind of see-through, and I'm having a...
and it had the little round mouse.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because we had those in high school, and the kids would always whoever was down there, like the computer club would load Unreal Tournament on those computers, and I would eat lunch real fast, and then I would go down and play Unreal Tournament with everybody. So much fun. Gaming on Macs. Some games they haven't really been known for gaming, but
it was well timed with some Pixar movies like Bug Hunt versus Ants.
yeah,
But I think I've said this before.
yeah.
Halo was originally supposed to come out on the Mac, and at the
Yeah,
last
that's
minute,
right.
Microsoft pulled it from the Mac
Yeah.
to do it on their console.
I think it was going to be a real-time strategy game, maybe, and then they changed it to a first-person shooter. I don't know if that's before or after they decided to.
Still sucker punch.
Yeah, right. Imagine, because that company's gone on to be a huge part of the gaming industry. So thank you again, RJ. Welcome back, 88 months. Some pretty serious, nice moves. And DJs in Space, thank you again for the 100 bits. Guys, let's start the movie. All aboard! The Train to Busan, 2016. Probably the most recent movie we've ever watched in here. Train to Busan, zombie movie, Zambi. It's like, the zombie movie, I feel like you gotta get creative if you're gonna make a zombie movie now, because it's been done so much. That's like, what do? You either gotta go to space, or you gotta time travel, or you gotta be on a train. And they're going for...
Get these motherfucking zombies off my motherfucking train.
I hope they say something like that.
My issue is I'm a total... I can't stand blood and gore, so you'll see me doing...
Oh...
a lot. I just.
Is this one bloody? Is this one gory? Okay, real quick. Who's seen this? Who's a first timer? Let us know where you're coming from. Again,
are they sprinters or shamblers?
We don't know what this is.
They were definitely sprinters in World War Z. I'll say that much. Jesus
oh yeah,
Christ.
That is kind of a fun. That is a fun thing about zombie lore, like what kind of zombie is it and their level of danger. And even in Zomboid, when you have sprinters on, holy shit, it makes it that much more intense. Oh my god. Or they can only come out during the
night,
day or
that's
night, or
I Am Legend.
So that I like that there's all that variety in terms of zombie movies.
I love
First
I Am
timer,
Legend.
First timer a lot of first timers over there. A few of you guys have seen it. Okay. Well, watched it a bunch for work. Whoa.
Sweet Alice Cookies, I could have been a great doctor, except for my fear of blood, needles, lack of math or science skills. But bedside manner, I think I would have had.
Yeah, you got that part. You're like the Dr. Nick. You'd be the Dr. Nick. Hi, everybody. All right, I'm going to start it up. Let's get into it.
I'm excited. I am. I'm truly excited.
The movie should be starting in 5, 4, 3.
Don't forget the merch.
Train to... Whoa, is it available?
Roll.
Ladies and gentlemen,
oh, shit.
I don't think it's available. It's not showing up. Train is on. Wheel of Time, World War Z Extended is available. Warm Bodies.
That's on the Hot Tub channel.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really strange. I feel like movies leave on the... I mean, it's called Train to Busan. That's how... Okay, TRAIN to BUSAN.
I was just on there yesterday, but I wasn't looking for this one.
Prime. Hold on, let me go to the Prime page here. We may have to defer to our other movie here.
Or you could do I Am Legend if it's available.
It says, well, here it is, Prime Video, Train to Busan. Included with Freevee. Watch now, free with ads.
Ooh, no, that's...
See, this is what they do, where they say that it's available on Prime, and then you click in, and it's not actually available from Prime.
Yeah, I do the free to me, and they're like, well, free, but...
Free, but you have to sign up for this, or free with ads. I've never even heard of the other service there. We're available from Prime Video with channels subscription. Channels, subscribe, and watch. Subscribe. Am I not already subscribed to Prime? Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll see y'all next time.
Off the train. Get off the train. Tickets will not be refunded. We're going to have to change gears here to Highlander. How about that, Uncle FMG?
I was excited for the zombie movie, so now I'm deeply depressed.
You came to terms with it being a zombie movie, and now we're going back to Highlander. Well, let me change the poster. Let's get well, hold on. Let me make sure that Highlander is still available. Highlander the movie is available. Okay. Confirmed. And it's officially called Highlander: the movie. I feel like that was...
well, as opposed to the series, I
That was
guess.
more of a thing in the 80s. Okay, well, geez, that's officially available. All right.
I sense a voting conspiracy.
Yeah, it's an inside job. Oh my god. Let me go like this. Update the title. Highlander the movie. Okay, well, I guess let's ask the question that we just asked about Train to Busan. Who has seen... Also, sorry if you voted for Train to Busan. Yep, they pulled a fast one on me there. I'll be sure to check more closely going forward. But, Highlander. Who has seen Highlander? Who has not seen Highlander? Let us know. Again, me and Uncle FMG
What is this Highlander of which you speak?
have not seen it. The cult classic. There can only be one.
Well, this
Highlander.
technical glitch allows my good friend Boromir here to mention about what a good gift FMG merch would be for this upcoming holiday season.
There can only be one. There can only be one. Okay.
Like Neo?
Exactly. The one, the chosen one. All right, I gotta update the poster over here really quick. We had everything all good to go at the line of scrimmage. We're making some changes here. Train to Busan. Things really got derailed, Uncle FMG.
It's my fault. I apologize.
There we go. Highlander. Look at that nice poster. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Retro Lab Movie Night. I'll be back tomorrow with God of War. Continue our playthrough of God of War Ragnarok. Tonight, it's time for Highlander. You got the FMG hat. Love it, DJs in space. So there's two movies. There's a TV show. Did anybody say if they've seen this or not? Seen it? Nope.
Yep.
Seen it? Not seen it?
Seen it, loved it.
Seen it?
Sergeant
Loved it.
Butters. Loved Sean Connery.
Okay. All right. I'm officially starting up Highlander, the movie, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let me know if it works. Starting watch party. Activate. Watch party activated. Let me know if you see it. Working? You see it?
4.
Gold
3.
Buick? Yeah, you're in? I love this feature.
A little retro gaming for you. We were talking before stream about how in Red Alert, the first Command and Conquer Red Alert, the spy's voice was based on Sean Connery.
Okay. You guys are in? It freezes every time for me. Does it freeze for you guys? I have to like refresh the tab multiple times. All right, 3, 2. We're not in yet. Hopefully we're not missing anything. Let us know if we're... I feel like that was really important. Can
Yeah,
somebody-
like you gotta...
Dude,
like,
what was that?
It's
Fuck.
a minute ago. It's like missing the scroll in Star Wars.
Oh my God. What did it say?
Well, it's over now. Forget it.
It just explained the entire thing.
I'm late for practically everything other than the start of movies.
Okay, timer's good.
Oh, and for any of you Star Wars Andor fans, if you haven't stayed with the credits to the end of the last episode, 12, go back. What did we miss?
I don't know. Here, Giggle Panda says, from the dawn of time we came, moving silently down through the centuries, living many secret lives, struggling to reach the time of the gathering, when the few who remain will battle to the last. No one has ever known we were among you until now.
Thank you, Giggle.
Thank you, Giggle Panda.
I would have been so upset this whole movie.
No, that's some good context.
Last night during the Blues hockey game,
Yeah.
Chaz told me that he was turning over to watch wrestling, and then, of course,
Chaz is my cousin.
and then Blues came back and won that motherfucker 5-4
Dude,
in overtime.
insane comeback.
It was a great
so
game.
Sick. You know what? I saw people on Twitter like, Blues fucking suck when obviously the Panthers went up 4-1 or something. Like, trash team, like, clear everybody out, down with Armstrong. And I just hope that those people shut the fuck up. You know? Because it's like, you give up, you're talking trash online, you're sitting there.
I mean, I'll be honest. I sent some message saying, look, usually the team that has 2 shots on goal doesn't win. And the Blues had no shots on goal. And then all of a sudden they had shots on goal.
Here's what they do. It's what I do when I'm losing, and you're making it interesting for everybody, okay? And you're testing to see who the real fans are, all right? So, yeah, you throw a couple games, you make it look bad, and then you bring it back, you make it interesting. Also, there's Christopher Lambert looking very serious.
A true fact, every hockey game I've ever gone to, when I have gone to the bathroom, the team has scored a goal. So when I've gone back to my seats, people have told me to go back to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
And it happened last night. I went to the bathroom and the Blues, that was their 3rd goal.
Then you can never watch again. You must always. I like how we're going from wrestling in the 80s to the medieval times. How often do you see that in cinema?
Jason.
Yeah, hockey mask guy
Thank you.
at the wrestling show. There you go. You ever been to a live wrestling show?
I have not.
I went and was very disappointed. I think we had terrible seats.
Well,
I was in love with the games. And then, do you want me to turn it up a little bit?
Back when I was a kid, they had what was called Wrestling at the Chase, and it was advertised on Sunday mornings. I was at the Chase Hotel down in Central West End.
Uh-huh. Just like a little indie league, like
Well, it was way before all this stuff. It was at the nascent state, NASCENT, nascent stages of wrestling before it really got any popularity.
sure. Some cool cars in here. I feel like this is what I know about Highlander. It's always a garage. The garage, right? Or like what? Maybe I've like turned this on and it was on TNT back in the day or USA. Is that an ad?
Yeah, product placement.
Product placement.
But those aren't Jordans.
He looks very serious. There's only one parking spot left.
Oh,
McLeod.
MacGruber.
McGruber. Whoa! Imagine somebody else walks out and sees these two like this. It'd be like, oh, maybe we parked on the other level, actually.
I think I'm level 3.
Yeah. Ooh, the little effects on this. Whoa!
Oh, yeah. It's like in movies when the car goes off the cliff and explodes. That's not what happens.
Yeah. Everybody knows that when you hit a car with a sword, sparks fly everywhere.
That only happens when you put the positive and the negative.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
It is a very special sword. That you're right.
Wait, I feel like they just are doing things. You know what I mean by that, though? Like, like,
what can I hit that has an effect?
yeah, they like snuck in a moment where
Sprinklers,
like
I got steam, I got
Yeah.
sparks.
every
Maybe
single
a
thing.
tire could hiss.
Whoa.
At least he lost his sunglasses so he can see now.
Right. He's way less cool, though.
By the way, if you ever get paint transfer from hitting one of those towers, I know how to get it off.
UncleFMG. He's your guy.
Non-acetone nail polish remover.
I love that shot. That was very Sam Raimi.
Oh, of course you have to do this. Is like watching you play a game where you
Dude.
roll and roll and roll.
Yeah, it depends on the game, but you're right. That's true.
You love to roll.
You gotta roll. Panic rolls. Dude, this guy's still doing, but come on.
Maybe that's how he gets to 1.21 gigawatts.
Oh my god. Yeah, the roll strat can't go wrong. He's got to get his sword back, I guess. Lots of cool angles. Liking the cinematography so far. Yeah, combat roll.
What year was this movie?
86. You ever reaching for something like the remote or a controller and it's like just out of reach like that? And you're
Behind
giving
the
it,
couch.
yeah, you're giving it everything you got, and then you like find another bit of strength, another bit of just like that last bit. I always think about that because it happens in movies a lot. I'm like, well, what's my real life application of that?
How much can I dislocate my shoulders to get to my pair of
Before
glasses?
I have to just be like, oh, fine, I'll get up.
Oh my! I have another pair around here.
Yeah,
someplace.
yeah. Oh, baby. Damn.
Now you're going to need to sharpen that again.
There can only be
Oh, see, there's your
one.
time.
These effects are kind of reminding me of Ghost, which maybe came out around the same time. Very 80s, these effects. Or Back to the Future, the DeLorean.
Oh, Poltergeist.
Whoa. Or Ghostbusters? Yeah, dudes. Oh, yeah.
Time-space continuum.
Oh my God. This is crazy.
Are you not entertained?
That was such a perfectly cheesy fight. What's great is they're totally serious about all this. Like, this is supposed to be...
And I'm old enough to recognize a bunch of those cars.
Yeah, the cars are looking great, and they just ruined a bunch of them, which makes me a little sad. But it's also dedication to the, you know.
Back in the day, they were a dime a dozen.
That's right, true. These little shots of the cars.
It took a lot out of them.
Yeah.
By the way, that's not Sean Connery, for those of you who don't know.
I think everybody knows that that's not Sean. Maybe there's some people who don't know that that's not Sean Connery. Did he put the sword up there? He ditched it, I guess? Or maybe he left. Was that the other guy's sword? Whoa. We're going back in time.
Future.
Damn. Yeah, does car insurance cover that? Does it cover a magical fight? A magical sword fight?
Are you a fan of Braveheart?
You know, I haven't seen it in probably 20-something years, but of course I am. You know, what? So epic. This gives me Evil Dead 3 vibes a little bit.
Bring out your dead.
Bring out your dead.
Little Monty Python reference.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Woo!
Did they have that hair frizz stuff back then?
Oh, yeah. These guys are having a great time. You guys are having a wonderful time.
Haven't bathed in 5 days.
Yeah.
If you want to really get into the role.
Of course.
Waiting for the obligatory bar wench.
I think we found her.
If you don't have subtitles on, you want to.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's got pretty nice flowing hair.
Much like you.
I mean, that's why I guess I got the time machine to go back to those times, pick up some hair tips, come back. I feel like Lord of the Rings, they got great hair in Lord of the Rings. And this, Braveheart.
Oh, like long, luscious
Yeah.
locks.
I feel like, in a lot of ways, the modern male with long hair hasn't shaken off the it's a hippie kind of thing.
They just changed the style. It's long, but it's a different style.
I think that, like, yeah, but it was long hair, and then when did everybody start going short hair? In the early 1900s? Like, when did this not become the thing and times change? That's what I'm wondering. Because you look at all these old historical pieces, and everybody's got, I mean, not everybody, but it's more of a thing. Then there was, like, hat time, the hat times in the early 1900s. Everybody's wearing hats all the time.
Maybe when they invented air conditioning, so you didn't need hair to keep you warm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably it.
Probably.
That checks out.
That checks out.
We'll go with that.
I hated getting my hair cut as a kid, and now I'm just like, yeah, just shave it all off.
You keep it high and short. It looks great, UncleFMG. But I'd be curious what you'd be looking like with something like that, though. The long flow.
Gorgeous.
Of course.
Unemployed.
See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of employers, there's a thing against guys who have long hair, I feel like, still.
There are actually laws about grooming standards, but we're not here to talk about that.
There's laws?
Some people do have laws. Some states have laws about grooming standards, yeah. That you
Really?
can't discriminate on the basis of them.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant that.
But no, if you work for a private company, basically, absent those laws, they can tell you to cut your hair, not have a beard, unless you're wearing one for religious purposes.
I've worked for those companies and been subjected to those rules before.
Join my religion, brother. I will tell you that you have to wear the future beard.
Yeah, right? That's how we could legally circumvent that.
I'll start a cult.
Oh! Ooh! Dude, I wonder if Army of Darkness is straight up parodying this. That guy's got the same sort of helmet.
I like the helmet.
No!
Slash and hack. Slash and hack.
There can only be one. Boom, baby. He got saved by the other guys. Or did he? Jeez.
Just as a reference, there was a 1970s TV police show called McCloud with a different spelling.
There you go. Uncle FMG. Everybody, if you're keeping track at home, that's another reference from Uncle FMG. Take a drink. Get it on your bingo card.
That would be a drinking game. Every time I make a reference, you have to take a drink.
Woo! Okay, I like how they're jumping back and forth in the timelines here.
I tell you what, he's got those eyes like in the Westerns. They're really focusing on those.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. He's got kind of like fierce like eyes. Ooh.
Sometimes people accidentally hit their head when they're being put in the back of the
That's
vehicle.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to look for like a state or any indication of we know like where this is, you know?
It looks like New York to me, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, like literally okay.
He breathed, and he was resisting the resistance arrest as a result of his breathing.
It's New York, says Dash Rendar. Okay. How do you know? Oh wait, I just remembered. He's on the internet.
Dash Rendar, one of the greatest characters in N64 gaming history.
Facts. Oh, is this Braveheart?
Well, it's Scottish, you know.
Ooh.
Nah, it's not. It's not over. It's not over. See, it's kind of like a zombie movie because he's not really dead.
Right. So the Train to Busan folks are still
Everybody's happy.
Yeah, everybody wins.
I love that scene in Braveheart where the young Mel Gibson is at the funeral and his uncle comes. And did he give a good... Well, it was not ceremony, but a penance, but
yeah.
And goes, you don't speak Latin? Well, that's something we shall have to remedy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's your favorite scene involving an uncle in that movie as an uncle.
I've dropped that on the chat a couple times
There
when you
go.
have said something. I'm like, well, that's something we shall have to remedy, isn't it?
I see. Now I get it.
Cup of coffee? Yep. You're a cop. You got to have a cup of coffee.
Got to. Basic cop stuff 101. This guy's got jokes.
Baltimore Orioles.
Ooh, that's what the hat said?
I think that was an Orioles hat.
Oh. Maybe it's Baltimore.
It's cheaper to film
It
in
said,
Baltimore than it is in New York.
They're saying it says it is NYPD, but Baltimore's close to New York. Maybe that guy came in.
That's the thing. Living on the East Coast, it is amazing to me that I can drive from D.C. to New York in like 4 or something hours,
Oh,
whereas
yeah.
from here to Omaha is 8.
Yeah, so true.
Well, here to Kansas City is 4, depending on how fast you're driving.
Yeah.
Oh. Excalibur. It's a sword.
Obviously.
Are you just happy to see me?
Nope, just
Oh,
a sword.
see, he just said like over in New Jersey, so that lends the whole New York.
Dude, the subtitles are all off. Is that just us, or are the subtitles off for you guys?
Well, some of them are background noise, and some of them are dialogue.
Dude, they're way behind. They're off for you? Oh.
There go the eyes.
Yeah, the close-up shot on the eyes.
Those Western movies you watched were great.
They're delayed a lot. Okay, thank you. Dude, they're fucked up. Yeah. That's weird. Every other movie we've watched in here, they've been good.
Well, let's watch the train one.
Yeah, we'll go back to Train to Busan. Okay, now it's lined up again. Weird. Nice moves. No way, Kimosabe. Primer. Keeping it primed up. Welcome back. 10 months. Thank you, dude. Whoa. $1 million in 1986, too.
No.
You want to hear another theory?
It's a gift.
Tis a gift. Thank you, Stompy, bringing in Lamy. Stompy, Lamy, Stompy, hooking him up, bringing him back in. Tis a
It's a
gift.
gift.
Stompy, another one. Nice moves for the future. Very cool. Boromir approved. Tis a gift.
That's what I love, because I've gifted Stompy before, and now he's gifting others, and that's what it's all about, baby.
UncleFMG IFT. Tis a gift. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hunted Spam, enjoy it. 80 gifted. Yo, thank you, dude. Thank you. Hooking them up. Woo!
Love the gifting gifters.
Polite Pluto, good to see you in the chat, by the way. What up?
Right back at you, Stompy. A severed head?
Whoa.
I mean, typical night on the beat, right? I want to see some head slamming in the chat.
What band is this? Does anybody know? Sounds familiar.
I'm thinking they're in the metal genre.
I think you're right.
Metallica would have been my guess as well, DJs.
Queen? Was that really Queen?
Well, I guess if they did all the music, they could make that.
Damn, look at this guy.
Oh.
That didn't sound like Freddie Mercury to me. Queen is all the music? I mean, that's awesome.
got a little Lucky Strike product
Dude,
placement. You got a little.
Yeah. This is giving me like Terminator vibes a little bit with this guy.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense if they're like hunting each other. Come
And
on.
we have time travel.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later,
Whoa.
but there's something about pizza and time and roundness.
Yeah, right. Yeah, flat.
Because I brought a pizza
Circle.
tonight, I didn't understand.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you and your nunchucks.
I know.
Right?
That did come to my mind, yeah. Dude, what?
It's like the tops. You know, you pull the string, the little top would go around.
They do all these like little bits of flair that are supposed to be badass.
Her name is
but
Candy.
It comes
I'm
off as
shocked.
being kind of stupid. Whoa, see, there's lots of weird like camera angles. Very odd cinematography, but I like it. It's interesting.
I think
stylistic.
Yeah, it's very genre kind of. Oh, well, here's the high tech. Compare this to CSI, which looks nothing like an actual real government laboratory.
Yeah, right.
This is like high school laboratory.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of pulled back camera views.
Yeah, up high, down
It's always
low.
from an angle.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, what's this?
And then they'll zoom it in on the face really far. Lots of interesting shots in this movie.
That's a dot matrix printer for those of you who are wondering.
There we go. You son of a bitch. There we go. You know, the last movie said son of a bitch like 4 or 5 times, too. But never, like, in the, hey, good to see you, you son of a bitch. Always in, like, he's a son of a bitch.
How can you pass it up?
Right? Dude, we're back in a garage again. That's right.
You'll never get up
I'll
to
be like,
88 miles per hour in there.
I'd be flipping through, and every time this movie would, you know, make its way onto my TV screen, they'd be in a garage. I swear. And, you know, then I'd be like, oh, I want to watch the whole thing, so I wouldn't watch it. You know that?
A metal detector in a garage. Not that they're using rebar
Dude,
to construct
listen,
it.
she's the scientist.
Suspension of disbelief. I'm sorry.
She's the scientist. He definitely went back for his sword, yeah.
Thank you, Wymax. I mean, I think I was talking to you about that earlier. Like, there are some movies where, like, fine, I'll just suspend disbelief, and others where you're like, yeah, we're talking about law movies where I can't, like, no, that would never pass.
Yeah.
But Marvel
Uncle
movies, I'm
FMG's
like, okay.
a lawyer, and so we were saying that sometimes there's certain movies that once you start understanding more about why it doesn't work and how it doesn't make sense, it can take you out of the movie. You know, you look at the science behind Armageddon or the core.
Oh, the core, right. We were talking about that.
Yeah, and Uncle FMG as a lawyer was saying that, what's the movie called? You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, someone.
You can't. That's the name of the movie.
Tom Cruise, because we were talking about Minority Report and Tom Cruise, A Few Good Men.
Few Good Men.
Mr. Peace. Look, even under military judicial code, that was just the most ridiculous. Would never have happened. But I'm all for Marvel movies. I'm all in. I'm all in on Thor and Captain America.
Yeah. You don't have a lot of experience in the saving the world superhero.
Well,
so we don't know how realistic or not realistic that really is.
Look, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. You want to know what my secret is? I'm always angry.
Then I do like you when you're angry.
That was a reference, of course, to the
this
original.
Is Queen?
Yeah, that's Queen. Oh,
did they get sexy
that
with
little
the
saxophone
sax?
there? Oh,
That's incredible.
little Kenny G.
Yeah, it's really just 80s. 80s to the max. Dude, lots of like steam and shadows and
Like someone said earlier, kind of
Cool.
Blade Runner-ish.
dude, yeah, somebody said that? 100%.
Terminator didn't have much steam except for in the warehouse,
At
right?
the end, lots of steam.
But mostly trucks.
Definitely some trucks.
I'll be back. And he goes in the police
Uh-huh.
station. Oh, my God. He's saving you, trust me.
Oh, damn.
That gives me a Mad Max kind of feel there.
You know what I'm feeling? This is almost like Freddy Krueger. Sort of. It's very horror kind of the way he was chasing him there. The way that it's lit. Dude, and the camera goes like freehand.
Yeah, it was just his outfit that made me feel like
Oh yeah, of course. The outfit's very Mad Max with the jacket, yeah.
nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little extra flair. Oh, damn.
Need to catch him monologuing.
Ooh. Damn. Did she say no? Yeah, right. She'd be like, I'm
she just
fucking
met
out
him.
of here.
She just met him.
Yeah, right? She can tell he's a good guy. She can tell he's a good guy.
So Queen originally intended to record only one song for this movie, but after viewing footage from the movie, they were intrigued to write more. The band members each had a favorite.
Scene and compose songs specifically for them.
That's
Dude.
cool. That's cool.
That is a real nice little factoid.
Well done, King. Night
Nice.
of the Moon.
Yeah.
Who has the Wordle world record?
Oh, yeah, Uncle FMG.
Night of the Moon
And
kills
the
Wordle.
and the Wordle gang. That is no more.
Oh,
Damn.
now we're back to lack of dentistry.
We're back. Yeah. Whoa.
I wonder if they asked Mel Gibson to do this role and he declined.
He said it's not time yet. Mel Gibson was probably still doing the Mad Max movies right around now. Ooh.
Or he does Pilates.
Yeah. One of the two.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, when did Braveheart come out? Does anybody know? Stompy says he literally did turn down the role because they were making Braveheart, and he tags on, I believe.
Look,
Well, there you go.
if you tell it, it's a story. If it goes on, it's a legend.
This was before Lethal Weapon. I thought Braveheart was early 90s.
Or at least
And Lethal Weapon was 80s. He was making those Lethal Weapon movies.
at least mid 90s, I would think, because I can remember buying the Braveheart DVD
Yeah.
in late
Braveheart was
90s.
95. Yeah, not even close. All right, Stompy, I missed the second. Nope, I'm thinking of a different movie than Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry. It does say he turned down the role. Whoa! So, wow. They already sort of saw him as being somebody in this time period then. Dude, they love burning their witches and... I guess what's the male equivalent of a witch?
A
man,
warlock.
A man witch, a mitch?
A warlock, I believe.
A warlock. That checks out.
And what do a witch and a duck have in common?
Dude, the moment you started talking, I knew it was a reference. And then I knew I wasn't going to get it.
What else floats in water? Wood. And what do we do with wood? Burn it.
Okay, now I got it. I got it right at the end.
But what he's carrying isn't... at first I thought it was for crucifixion, but it's more like having to carry a weight.
Yeah.
Or tying down. Someone will correct me.
No, yeah, it looked like he was just...
What's the matter, McFly? Chicken? I just watched that the other night. I'm sorry, the Back to the Future is just timeless.
Oh, yeah. One of the best movies ever made.
And I drop 1.21 gigawatts in the chat all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tom, where am I supposed to get that kind of power? They are going back and forth without really kind of letting you know.
Yeah, they haven't
why.
really tied it together yet. They're just showing us, here's what's going on now. Here's what happened then. We're just acquiring information. Nice pad. I mean, that place looked fucking cool.
You watch Phantasm, right?
Negative.
You didn't do the Phantasm movies?
No.
What am I thinking of? Pinhead?
I watched Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. That door reminds me of Hellraiser too. But
yeah. When they're like going to
the
hell.
5 seconds I watched of it.
Those movies are great. And we're back.
He has a razor for his chest and his
guess
beard, but not for...
He built his own castle and has started a nice life. Things were going pretty bad. They seem pretty okay now. Damn. Dude, beautiful location. Come on.
You haven't been to Ireland yet, have you?
No.
Put it on your bucket list.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, there you go. Flip the hair like you do.
That's what I always do. Dude, if I see any body of water, I'm legally obligated to dunk my head in and then slowly...
I've seen you do some of those Fabio hair flips on stream, and they're really quite exquisite.
Yeah, there's no water next to me.
That's just a fan.
Just the fan.
Oh, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, they're all just beautiful.
Very green, right?
Yep.
Whoa!
And who could this be?
Oh my god. Greetings.
And I'm the Scottish Spaniard you've been looking for. Hunt for Red October, he does his best. But, they all have to give up in the end. I think he was tilting at windmills earlier. Ooh, reference.
Another one. Whoa.
In the games Majesty and Majesty 2, there's a voice actor who imitates him as well.
He kind of sounds like the guy from The Room. I don't know if you've seen that. But his inflection and the way he talks is just sounding a lot like the main character from The Room. Which is like a notoriously bad movie directed by and starring the guy who's just delivers his lines very strangely throughout the movie, and I feel like, I don't know. It's a weird accent from Lambert in this one so far. Do I love
typical
80s?
misogyny against women, right? The male cops knew everything. And
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to see this.
Sure.
But there's my cup of coffee.
Right.
I'm waiting for more cigarettes.
The 80s. Tommy Wiseau, that's right. That's the name of...
By the way, for
The
those of
guy.
you who never knew what a dial phone is, that's it. And my number was 994-7498. That's a bunch of numbers at the bottom. That's why the girls never called me.
Yeah,
It took too long.
that checks out. They'd start to, and then they'd say,
That's a lot of numbers.
Dude, he keeps like a little fog machine in his house. Needs to clean his fish tank. Or I don't
There
know.
you go. I'm waiting for him to sharpen that. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, sometimes.
Sometimes, McCloud. Ooh, nice little
And
transition
that was
shot.
that was a nice transition.
Loved it.
Look out for Nessie. And you're picking your nose. Have you had haggis?
No, what is it?
It's a sheep's bladder stuffed with a bunch of meat and so forth and so on.
No, I've never had that before.
Well, when you do go to Ireland, I would
It's a
recommend
delicacy?
it's food to survive.
Okay. Oh my God.
The Dark Knight. You've sacrificed your footing for a kill strike.
He's leaving him. Whoa. I'm alive. This is sort of like in the movie with Bruce Willis where he doesn't know he's a superhero. Oh, gosh.
Is it in the future?
No. It ended up being a trilogy. What's the name of that movie? It was directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Unbreakable. Do you guys know what it is? Yeah, Glass is the most recent one. What was the original one? It was Unbreakable. You ever see that?
No.
It's a pretty cool M. Night Shyamalan movie. Sixth Sense, M. Night Shyamalan. Signs, M. Night Shyamalan. And, I mean, Bruce Willis is just a guy who is living his life. He's, like, strong, but doesn't realize that he's really, really strong. And comes to learn that he's, like, a superhero. It's about...
Like the Green Hornet. We were joking about that.
Exactly. Green Lantern.
Yeah, Green Lantern, yeah.
Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. I never saw Glass. I saw Unbreakable and Split. Unbreakable was pretty cool. It's kind of a superhero movie, but origin story.
I mean, aren't you torn sometimes about between movies you really like and you want to watch again, and then are all those things you haven't seen
Of
yet?
course, yeah. All the time.
Yeah, that's how the Spanish talk. You know Castilian Spanish.
Maybe he was like born in Scotland, or maybe he had Scottish parents in Spain, right?
It's not going to hang me up on the suspension of disbelief. I believe the time travel. The accent's not going to bother me.
Right. Aggro, good to see you, brother, man.
Hey, Aggro. The key to a Connery imitation is in the S's.
Of course. Everything.
Hunt for October. Some things in here don't react so well to bullets.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're back to the Dark Knight.
A little bit of a training montage
Batman
here.
Begins, I should
Yeah.
say. I think those Christopher Knight Batman movies are going to hold up forever, but, maybe I'm just partial.
Oh, no, they're great.
Christopher Nolan.
I mean, they're just going to keep re-releasing new Batman movies for the rest of time, so we'll have a lot of Batman movies to compare them to. We do know that.
And you know what? It's
how many Batmans in our lifetime,
Oh, my God. I mean, I grew up with Adam West as Batman.
But there was a long time where he was Batman,
Yeah.
And then since the 90s, we've had, 5 or 6? 5?
Keaton,
or Spider-Man. There's Spider-Mans.
Some of them should be burned and all copies erased.
Yeah, it was really in the 90s where they started being like, let's try this guy out. Let's try this guy out. They did take a little break, and then I guess they...
Michael Keaton was a comedian, and he, started to break into serious movies. And
he was a great Batman.
I thought he was a great Batman, too.
Yeah.
I also, and when they got to George Clooney, that's when things went downhill.
Oh, God. Imagine if they did Batman like Spider-Man No Way Home, brought all the Batmans.
That.
Kind of an interesting idea.
I got to tell you, I
like the idea of Keaton as an older Batman. Sort of like Batman Beyond. Do you remember that show?
No.
So, late 90s, early 2000s, I think. Maybe just only a couple seasons, really, about it's in the future. It's in the near future. Batman, he, loses a fight at the beginning and has to, pull the crook's gun on him.
And he doesn't like guns.
And he hates that, so he's like, I have to retire. And it's about him finding the next Batman. And he's got all this cool, futuristic Batman gear. And, I don't know. I think that would make for, a very interesting, kind of different look at Batman. We did just get The Batman, which was kind of showed young Batman. I liked a lot.
I
enjoyed the gritty and sort of, emo.
I was pretty defensive about the trilogy that I love, but I am appreciating these new movies for the different perspectives that they bring and the different interpretations.
Yeah. That's a good way to approach it.
And as much as I dislike Ben Affleck, I even... All right, fine, I will watch Batman versus Superman, And I'm like, you know what? If you enjoy the movie, you enjoy the movie. Don't get so hung up on canon or precision or, it's like, hey, do you like the movie? Does it bring you some enjoyment? Good. Because the more enjoyment we have in life, the better.
Well said, Uncle FMG. There you go. Yeah. And the Snyder Cut is very interesting from
Pizza Dude,
it existing and how it came to be, and
the Joker movie with
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh,
very intense.
That guy is an amazing actor.
Very intense.
Oh, let's throw some pillars.
Right.
Heave some rocks.
That was you know what? There's something about the 80s. They got their training montages down, baby.
Oh, those guys running on the beach right now, I was thinking all totally Rocky 3.
Right? Yeah, that
Clubber
was
Lang.
some epic shots there. What's up, pizza dude? And I did see that they were going to bring Keaton back for the next Flash movie. I thought he was supposed to be back for something else, rumored, which means that he's at least down or interested in that role as an older Batman, which I don't think we have seen that yet, have we? Like an older?
No.
I don't think so. So
We've seen the broken Batman, but we haven't seen the older Batman.
Yeah.
Although technically, in the Nolan movies, I think you'd have to call him the Dark Knight, not Batman. And for people who really know the comics, which I do not, there is kind of this, I think, correct me, chat, there's kind of this distinction, the Dark Knight versus Batman.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought the Dark Knight was just like a story of Batman's. You know what I'm saying? But you're saying there might be an actual distinction between like...
Yeah, kind of a...
That's a different style Batman?
Yeah, because different people wrote different Batman comics over time.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And my mom threw out a box of comic books and a box of baseball cards that I cannot even imagine how much they would have been worth.
That's what moms do. They gotta organize, and sometimes your stuff just is at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I kick myself to this day that I threw out my Intellivision and all my Intellivision cartridges when they could have been here, at least as decorations. Oh, kills me. Kills me.
He basically just said, don't worry about this love thing. You can't do it. It's no good for you. Connery says he's been alive for 2,000 years. He's had 3 wives.
What's a couple more?
It's kind of making me think of almost Star Wars, where Jedis aren't supposed to have
emotional attachments.
Right. Whoa. Night of the Moon says old Batman was in the animated movies. Yeah, nice call.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. Sounds pretty okay. We do that here in Missouri.
I mean, shit, just the other day I tossed in a couple of kids.
Yeah. Ooh, there it is. That's
the quote, right?
Yeah, they've said it a couple times now. They said it again, baby.
Love the one you're with.
Love the one you in. Huh. What? Whoa. I sense a disturbance in the force. I mean,
you want
the
more?
Birds.
I sense a disturbance in the pigeons.
Yeah. Oh, the Kool-Aid guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Kool-Aid guy. I just got that.
Woo! He does not like that table. He said, how dare you have that table?
This is where all those rehab shows began.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his grunting is amazing. Oh, my God. Dude, that's where he got the slice. We know now. Ties it back to the future. There it is. The neck slice.
Kick him in the gonads again.
He did not get the full head chopped off, though. And as far as we know, that's how you kill him. Oh, my God. Sean Connery. Dude, these camera angles are absolutely insane. I can't tell. I wonder if that's the director or the cinematographer. It is very distinct. It's so distinct.
And if you think about how many video games now actually kind of have that multi-level going up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fall on a spike.
Is McClay a Futureman? He's just an immortal man. That's different. There's no time traveling in this. There's just living. It's sort of like vampires or any creature that lives forever. Are vampires immortal?
Yes.
Okay, they are, right?
Unless.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was like they live an extremely long time generally, or if they're immortal, fully immortal. So
Have you seen Have you seen Van Helsing?
Ooh, geez. I don't know.
I'm a huge fan of Van Helsing. I mean,
Is that Sean Connery?
no.
Okay. I'm thinking the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. What does Van Helsing do?
It's a great vampire movie, but it also brings in, like when I was growing up, you had the traditional Frankenstein movie, the traditional werewolf movie, right?
Yeah.
And they bring in these references by bringing these characters back into it. Hugh Jackman, that's right.
Okay.
And Kate Beckinsworth, I think, is in it. It has a great combination of humor and fantasy and horror, and vampire lore.
It's a fun vampire flick.
It is, and the Frankenstein and all the rest of it. I found it to be a really. It's one of those movies where I started to watch. I'm like, okay, I'll keep watching for a while.
You're like, all right, I'm in.
I just loved that it brought in all the old references.
Ooh! So epic. This is also so kind of like dated and cheesy, but in the best way. I love it.
What else would you have for your movie?
This is perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Not much longer.
Damn.
Why not bite his neck?
Ooh.
There's too much zombie stuff. I'm used to people biting necks.
Is this... Where's McLeod?
You can
Did
be
I
only
miss
one.
It? There can be only one. He said they've said it, what, 3 or 4 times now?
That would be a drinking game, except they don't say it enough.
I mean, you could drink a whole drink every time they say. You just have to adjust accordingly. Go, 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 go. Now, this is where he powers up. All right, this is our second, kill that we've seen of these immortals. Sean Connery really just pops in for, Act 2, trains up our main character, and then gets killed. Which, important role, sets up their combat and Act, oh!
I was going to say, that couldn't have been that stable a footage. But I suspended disbelief.
Yeah. Oh, damn, no. Ooh.
Pretty fishy.
Damn. That was crazy.
Do you want a room like that? Well, of course you do. You lived in New York. You know exactly like a room like that
Yeah, it'd
would
be like
cost.
$10K a month, at least.
Looking for something in 16th century pottery.
Yeah, what is he doing here?
I only use them.
Right.
Let's have dinner.
Wow.
Keep in mind, I've never seen this.
Yeah.
You get me that Spider-Man. That reminds me of the...
Oh, right. Yeah, the Daily Bugle
Yeah.
guy. Are those matte paintings?
The background?
Yeah. Or is it? It's just a like cardboard, like lit up. It's like a set, right? It's definitely a set.
It's a set. I mean, everything in the background is certainly a map.
Whoa! What was that transition?
Well,
That was crazy.
1941,
Holy shit!
maybe.
Oh, I didn't even think about this. Of course, he was alive during this. It's kind of like Wolverine, you know, who just lives through
You got to fire
all
native.
these different.
Uh-oh. Now we have
events.
another twist. Maybe she's the one who he's talking to in the last scene.
No, because she'd be really old, and she wasn't that old. Well, no, because this is the 80s.
And this is the 40s. You know, Pilates ain't what it always used to be.
Yeah. People aged
I don't mean to judge.
a little bit faster.
I mean, I have my boyish good looks, but, you know,
Yeah.
who would guess that I'm as old as I am?
Yeah, you aged very nicely, Uncle FMG.
Up.
I think we got some good genetics. If I were a little kid, I would not be calm enough to say, why didn't you die?
Because I was protecting you.
Dude, take him out.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Whatever you say, you're the master race, and blows him away. Woo! There we go.
I'll master your race.
And then
We should
whoa,
have
that
had a Rambo World War II
transition.
movie.
Listen, Hollywood, here he is. All right?
You know, when I was back in Germany, you know. Hey, maybe you and I, we could go to battle.
Listen, I'm in. All right.
I'll tell you what, we could boot up on that old 2GS is the original Castle Wolfenstein.
Hey, there you go.
Stick figure
Fucking classic.
walking
Come
around.
on.
No imagery there going through the door of time.
Oh, yeah. Fog, because fog.
Fog is a circle. A
Fog.
circle. It's like a pizza. A circle fog pizza.
Ooh. Got a little tape recorder.
I believe that was an cassette tape.
Recorder.
Yeah. Post 8-track, pre micro track that you would use in a voice recorder. But
There you go.
the typical cassette.
So she's accepted dinner, but she still wants to get her answers on.
Oh, yeah. You know. It's for the prenup. I'm sure he brought a very old bottle of wine. A vintage.
Yeah, right? I mean, he's going all out. This is their first time hanging out. He's got the gift. He's got the bottle of wine.
And yet he can never find a razor.
Wait,
He's still got...
Didn't he say, let's get dinner? Oh, he said, can you cook? Let's get dinner. Wow. He's basically like, listen, let's have a date. Your place. You cook for me. All right. Under those circumstances, yeah, you better come with a gift in hand and some sort of, some bottle of wine.
And let me snoop around your place while I'm at.
Dude instantly finds the gun. Damn, he's good.
Yeah. Good luck matching up the right bullets with the right gun when you have a game which has multiple games and multiple.
Wow.
Anyway,
Yeah.
a little zomboid problem.
Oh, right, of course.
If that's in New York, I can't even imagine
Yeah, that's insane.
what that would cost.
Well, what does she do?
She's a reporter.
Mm.
And you're my next find.
Yeah.
Toaster wings, depending on the jurisdiction, it is sometimes legal when only one person consents to recording. In other jurisdictions, both people have to consent to the recording.
Good to know. Even in public? Because I thought if you were in public, it's always fair game.
No.
Okay.
If you are using someone else's likeness or voice, in some jurisdictions, you have to get their permission. So if you watch one of my favorite shows,
Yeah.
you'll see like the people are blurred out because they didn't get their permission. Whereas other
Right.
people are like, okay, I'll take the free lunch.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends on the state, huh? Yeah, because sometimes in YouTube, like, they'll blur out some people's faces, and sometimes I've heard that you have to, like, get their signature to say it's okay that I can use this.
Yep. Some people do it out of courtesy, but some people it's required by law.
Yeah. And now more and more you see two people who are annoying or, like, fighting in public, and they're, like, both recording each other.
Practical Jokers was the show I was referring to, and if you've never
okay.
watched it, it's for people who were friends growing up in New York who make each other do things, and it's not like assholes.
Impractical Jokers?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen clips of that before. Oh,
But I've actually had cases involving that very issue.
oh.
Samurai? Does he look Japanese to you?
Well, the blade that they referenced earlier was Sean Connery's that he got.
Did he look Japanese to you?
He's 2,000 years old. I think he...
Wait.
something about
A Scottish Spaniard who has a Japanese blade.
his, like... Either he went and got it or his father got it or something. It was just mentioned very briefly. I think that's what they're talking about. You guys can...
Well, I did get a ceremonial short blade from World War II from Doc that I gave to Jackson.
Cool.
Had no idea what it was at the time. I gave it to him, but one of his friends happened to be an expert in that. I was like, do you realize what this
Gave
is?
it to my cousin, his son. Just so everybody knows who
Yeah.
you're talking about. So you passed a blade down.
And I'm like, we'll take this out of the toy box now,
Yeah.
and we will put this up on the shelf.
We got more Queen. Ooh. You're recording all of us right now? Okay. We're recording you, saying that you're recording us.
Everything I'm doing is a parody. There you go. I'm off
There
the
you go.
hook.
Hey, perfect. This is Queen, uh-huh.
Any fans of the Sherlock series, with Cumberbunch.
Cumberbonk.
Yep. The new con. Queen
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen's song "I Want to Be Free" in that was so awesome. And now whenever I hear that song, I absolutely it is an anthem of anthems. I want to be free.
Yeah, it's setting the tone for this entire scene here. Beautiful. And also,
let us shower. It's the 15th century.
Can we get a confirmation? Is it Scotland? Does anybody know? Because it's been very prominent in terms of the
mist.
Ooh, those vocals! My God.
One of my favorite Irish movies is Waking Ned Devine.
But it is Scotland. Okay.
But it was actually filmed on the Isle of Man. And so that happens a lot where they have sets that are supposed to be in different places, but they film them in places that look a lot alike.
Actually filmed in Scotland? Okay. Yeah, a lot of the alien planets in the original Star Trek look a lot like
Southern California.
That's always a fun thing to notice.
And doomed. Southern California.
Of course, yeah. Studio 8. Paramount. The Paramount.
I mean, that's the thing. All those old studios, all those old sets, that's just gone.
Yeah. Really?
Everything's CGI.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sure.
Because I remember when we used to actually go to Endor.
Yeah.
And we used to actually film there.
Right. Of course.
But now.
Not anymore.
They are the thinnest.
Give her your vampire flower. Yeah, true. Whoa. They're doing a good job of balancing the timelines here. I feel like that's a delicate balance and kind of tough to do, and they're executing on it in a way that makes sense and is working for me.
Right, and that was in the new Star Wars Andor miniseries, the first episode. They were going back and forth between when Castle was a adult versus a child, and the first time through, I had some difficulty, but I recently rewatched it. I'm like, okay, this is working now.
Yeah.
Fire Native. I didn't
That's
know
a
about the
serious
Texas.
flask. That's a
that ain't no mini.
That's a mega flask.
I'm a detective on a hard day kind of flask.
That's a tall flask.
That's like I'm going to the ponies and betting flask.
That's like it's no problem to share with this flask.
I remember back in the day when those were given out like to all your groomsmen as gifts. Not quite so acceptable anymore, but
I don't think I've seen a flask that big before. Usually flasks are about half that size. My God. Whoa.
Revolutionary War.
Ah, yes, of course. This almost like makes me think of Drunk History.
I love that show. Oh
Right?
my God,
Isn't
I
it?
love that show.
It almost seems like a funny parody.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Uh-huh. They just keep stabbing him.
Speaking of period pieces and long wigs, I would recommend The Madness of King George to anyone. It's one of those movies where I sat down and started watching for 5 minutes, stayed up for hours watching it.
Oh. The Menace of King George?
The Madness of King George.
Okay. Shoot him, sire.
Get yourself in the knickers. Run away!
Wait, why did he... What the hell was that? That was crazy. Oh, shit. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
How many people do you think they tried to cast for this role?
Probably one other one. His name was Arnold.
The serrated neck thing that you pointed out earlier.
Yeah, it's the first thing I noticed about this character. Big slice. Ooh.
Nobody.
Damn.
You're speaking to him. He just said, don't speak to you. I don't think that's wise.
I hope you get your head chopped off. He doesn't realize
Like the
the
barbershop
weight behind
scene.
what he said there. I don't think he knew
He
the
didn't
impact
hear
of
him?
that. Dude, what a car. Do you know what that is? Like officially? Trans Am? What is that? Called? Is it Firebird? Because there's a big Firebird on the front. I think it's the same car that they have in. Gosh, Adam Sandler drives up to school.
You're a big Adam Sandler fan.
I used to rent those movies when we had our like sleepover nights, gaming sleepover. Those the '90s Adam Sandler movie. Billy Madison. He drives up in a car that looks just like that.
I have seen more Adam Sandler movies because of you than I ever
Really?
watched before.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore and
Never
Billy
watched Happy
Madison
Gilmore
and-
before you.
Yeah, all right. Big Daddy's good. Damn, this is crazy.
I don't know if you saw the remake of the
Oh, it's
Longest
Flask
Yard,
Guy.
the prison football movie.
You know, I did not see that.
That's a good back-to-back to watch the original
Oh,
and then to
yeah.
watch the remake. They're both enjoyable
That's right,
in their
there
own
is-
right.
Oh, dude, he killed Mega Flask. Holy shit.
Controlled burst. Controlled burst.
Woo!
Otherwise, you're just wasting bullets.
Fatality. Yo, Robin, Billy Squire absolutely blaring in that scene. 100% Robin, yes. I love in movies when they just disappear. Oh.
That's piercing.
Oh. Brutal.
Any physiologists who can tell us whether there's actually something that would support the sword that would allow him to lift like that.
Oh, that's brutal.
Because I think it would go right through the sternum.
Oh my God. Wait.
Slide down the handle too. Yeah.
It looks like their wounds just heal. So it is sort of a Wolverine style healing power, but they still do keep their scars, which is interesting. Because his neck, or maybe the neck and the head is the weak point? I don't know. I would expect them to be just like covered in more scars after all the battles they've been through.
As opposed to just the neck one.
Right, yeah. Whoa! Ooh. That's kind of cool.
Not that there would be any concussive pressure, but just...
Yeah. Yeah, that might hurt their ears. That's me I know I'm like I'm well into my mid-30s because I'm like, that might hurt your ears. Your ears would definitely be ringing after that.
Well, it's when they're running away from the fire and there's this huge explosion and they keep on running. I really appreciate movies where they just throw them the fuck forward.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh yeah, launches them
by the
away.
way, long before the flame comes the
Dude,
concussive
Grand Theft
wind.
Auto style, by the way. Just kind of says, I'm taking this over.
Mom.
Oh my God.
Oh, not to mention my mother.
See, they could have just had him get in and then drive away, but instead they decided to have a little fun with it. All right. There we go.
A little something
and
for
then she
everybody.
was out on the hood. That was amazing.
For those of you with a
Oh,
grandma
my God.
complex, there you go.
It's just, they just add some fun little flavor to this movie.
It's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Where's this cup of coffee?
Yeah, what the hell?
Wow. Flag pins were a thing back then.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's a fun thing about old movies is you can see things and then date them. You're like, that existed. That was from that time period.
Not to mention the velour fabric, the texture,
Oh, yeah.
the fine artisan craft that goes into that.
Of course.
Polyester.
That guy lived. Yeah, his plot armor very strong. I must have missed it. I don't know where that guy came in and what he was like doing out there. I don't know. We've been kind of chit-chatting a little bit, but if anybody knows like where this guy came from and what the hell he was doing there, I don't.
And the guy on the right looks like the doctor from Deep Space Nine.
Same haircut.
Or is it Voyager? But
Voyager.
Thank you.
I think.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about though. He's got the blue outfit on.
kind of bald head with.
Yeah.
Yes, sadly, that's how my mind works.
No, I'm with you. There's two big Star Trek characters that have that haircut, Picard and that guy.
Paramount Plus is going to be my next stream purchase.
Or
I'm liking the old Christopher Pike series.
oh, Enterprise.
Uh,
Yeah. And that's on Paramount Plus is what you're saying.
yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't crazy about the Spock character at first, but it's grown on me now.
Yeah, no, I've heard.
My friend's house I'm staying at, he's got it, so I'm like,
Kind of checking it out.
binge.
Sure, yeah, nice.
Was that a donut or a hot dog? Because those are the two big cop tropes.
There was a hot dog. Oh, yeah, that was the hot dog stand. First thing I got when I moved to New York, I took the cab downtown, got myself a New York hot dog, and went, this is pretty gross.
They have Lucky Dogs in New Orleans.
This is
and
pretty gross.
Are you a bagel guy?
Oh, hell yeah. The bagels in New York are delicious. Yeah, lots of good bagel and bagel sandwiches like crazy.
It's all about the water is what they tell me.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
There's no such thing as illegitimate children, only illegitimate parents. But that's just me.
Yeah, true. Look at these old computers.
Oh, yeah, baby. I wish I had a green CRT to give you. Oh, my God.
Classics. That'd be cool. Heat's bad for the circuits.
Fire Native, I've had them. I love them. New Orleans is one of my favorite places to go. That in Chicago.
This is some pretty early computer action. Whoa. Bleep, 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 bleep. That was pretty cool. Dramatically takes his glasses off. Let's go.
But wait.
Brenda.
It's not possible.
That's not true. That's impossible.
Remember when people bought things in paper? Remember when things bought things on paper?
That's right.
Agnus Dei.
Again, love that shot. The continuous shot of the camera like coming down to meet him. Long intro shot. They've done that a few times on a scene change. I really am enjoying. That's my favorite thing about this movie. I mean, and the overall cheesiness of it.
And most of the shots are not straight on like this. They are either from up or down, or there's some sort of angle.
Yeah. I like it.
Remember, he was going to light a candle for her on her birthday.
Yeah. Nice.
And since
it is grainy aggro, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, see, now a real thug would use his bare fingers and not use the gloves, right? You know, Lethal Weapon, where he takes the lighter and burns his arm.
I don't remember. I don't know.
It's Gary Busey.
Okay, nice. If Busey's involved.
Someone will come up with the name for me. Mr. So-and-so, and he burns his arm with a lighter. None of this pussy using your glove to put out.
Yeah.
Yes, Joshua. Very good. Oh, man, that was a good movie. And some stitches.
Did he shave his own? Did he shave his own head or?
You're watching Seinfeld. Who took my Jesus fish?
I don't think I got to that
All
episode.
right,
yet.
well,
Not
wait
yet.
for the Jesus Fish
Okay.
episode. Yes, Fire Native. So you put that on your resume?
Everybody's like, anyways, we got to get out of here, actually.
Um,
You know, the social awareness of, like, somebody acting weird in public.
I guess Vespers are over.
Yeah.
How is it he changes his hairstyle over time, but never his dress style?
Who?
Lurch here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you said he changed his hair, so why doesn't he
Ew.
change his style?
I just noticed he has paper clips, like,
Well,
on his neck.
in a stitch.
Ugh. It's grossing me out.
And that's why I don't like.
Ooh.
Not unless MacGruber gets you first.
Yeah.
Padre. This is not going to end well.
Uh-oh.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, look, he's going to change his ways now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's right. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, my God.
Those are some mean moves, man.
Wow.
Nunchucks.
Damn. Damn, what a scene.
Oh. Wait, I'm not. Who are you?
She wants some answers.
Anybody know if that's teak wood?
Again, pay attention to the shot. Comes down in, circular room, rotating around. Cool shot is cool.
And it's pre-drone. Because you see a lot of things these days with the drone angle that you used to have to do.
Drone shots can be pretty cool.
Yeah, they can. Shadow. Give or take.
I love the.
Are you kidding me?
I love the moment.
Everyone's got their problems.
She's like, I don't believe you. You know, there's always the moment where in a movie they have to say something like unbelievable.
Oh
And you have to like go through this moment, get through this moment to either like convince them or show them. Oh, is he going to stab himself?
Like I am your father?
Ooh. True.
There could be a Chucky doll over there.
Now, is that enough to convince? I'd be like, okay, I think you're just dying now. Like, I don't think you're immortal yet. I mean, let's give it a few more minutes, and then maybe I'll start to be believing. But like, we should maybe call an ambulance.
I'm gonna go to the coffee shop down on 9th and Broadway. If I could see you there in 10 minutes, I'll believe you.
No, she's already in. She's like, get over here. You're immortal. I've been looking. I've been looking for an immortal guy.
But
they're so hard to find in New York.
But her kiss will bring him back.
Oh yeah, it's a magic princess. Oh, and then they just make sweet love.
Good time. Is there something in the fridge over there? Because I
go check. Go check. We got all sorts of beverages. Dude, second week in a row, we got some boobs and some butt cheeks.
And they're not Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Roadhouse had some pretty serious boobage going on. In a couple scenes, oh, for sure.
Pool party.
The 80s. I mean, back-to-back 80s movies. What'd you find in there, Uncle FMG? Just a classic Budweiser.
Budweiser Select, which you can only buy in St. Louis.
That's right.
So while I'm in St. Louis, I'm having Budweiser Select.
Yeah, there you go. Oh. Look at the guy in the background.
In the shadow.
Uh-huh. Ooh, damn.
Another Seinfeld reference for you. When you see the episode, it's about the executive raincoats. When you watch it, you'll remember me, you'll remember this, and you will laugh.
Got it. Understood. Nice moves. Dr. Not So Horrible. 68 months of...
Holy crap.
Nice moves.
Nice moves.
Thank you, Dr. Not So Horrible. Welcome back, dude. Hey, what the hell? She locked the door. Whoa, the red light. And then the music coming in.
You're right about all the camera angles, man.
It's crazy. I guess he just has a feeling. Oh, no, that was them. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was McLeod. But it's these two.
I mean, at the risk of repeating my repetitiveness, I mean, the guy, it's so Mad Max.
Stylistically.
With him.
Yeah, you could.
And particularly driving.
Plucked him out of Mad Max and put him in this movie.
Just show him where the gas station is. I mean.
Right. Didn't they just have a collision? Oh my God.
And that background beat, I keep waiting for a Rocky montage.
Dude, Rocky montage or some sort of dancing to go on.
No real cars were harmed in the filming of this movie.
Except for that one. Oh, yeah, and that one, and that one.
Okay. But other than those.
Yeah.
Now, you think about something like this versus Batman and those scenes where he's taking under the bridges of Chicago. I mean, it's amazing the differences in how car chase or sequences have come.
Yeah. How they've evolved. It's still the same idea, but...
Yeah, and one of my pet peeves is when the sequence goes on too long.
The poor pizza guy.
Pizza's round.
The pizza guy. Nice New York shot. Oh my God, she faints.
She's not even wearing her seatbelt. Where did she learn about vehicle safety?
It was the 80s. People weren't safe.
Yeah.
They hadn't invented the seatbelt yet.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. One-star Uber driver. I love that acro. Yeah. as long as he didn't ask for 5 stars, he'd get 5 stars. That was my rule on Uber drivers.
My thing is, follow my directions instead of your directions.
Right.
Because I know the way to go.
Right.
It's not what your little phone is telling you.
Yeah.
If you didn't follow, if you did.
Yeah. I just, don't ask me for 5 stars. Literally anything else goes.
And don't attempt to rate me.
Okay.
I mean, don't attempt to rate me, and don't ask me for 5 stars.
Yeah. Goodbye, Rachel. I mean, but lock my apartment after you leave.
He's just going to bust through the door anyway.
Yeah, right,
I mean.
right. The secretary is the little girl he saved? Dude, there it is. There it is. Because she's a little bit older. The timeline makes more sense.
I was close.
You were close.
I get half a point.
Yep. Thanks for connecting the
Thank you.
dots on that, Pizza Dude.
Pizza Dude always comes through.
Pizza Dude.
I'm up here so my hair can flow.
Ooh. I was wondering where they were going to set up for this final showdown.
I thought this movie was going to have a lot more Sean Connery in it.
No, he was in quick, and then he's out.
Well, can we watch that zombie movie instead?
Yeah, he's in that. He's in that for a few minutes. Zombies.
I can talk about
Zombies.
how it's best not to have noise.
Yeah.
They can hear you.
Ooh. Classic evil villain thing to be like, all right, I'm going to tie the girl up and then wait for him to show up here for our epic showdown.
I guess the Hollywood sign was taken.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they actually filmed this in New York. All New York.
Mike.
Became very clear at first. Not so sure, but...
Oh.
Whoa. That guy's always grunting.
Everyone
When they had him come in for the role, they were like, okay, we want you to go, and then go,
Could you grunt like you're hitting an electric thing now?
Yeah, there's sparks flying out
now,
everywhere.
Now can I hear your grunt when you're hitting concrete?
Give us another grunt, yeah.
I'm not feeling the grunt.
Whoa. They go very over the top with the environment. I've been loving that. Even in the first scene, all the cars involving everything, they go pretty crazy.
It's like the Titanic.
Woo!
It's, all the old.
Oh my God, slow motion. So many camera angles.
And none of it is CGI, kids.
Yeah, they had one shot at this. And so they had all the cameras set up.
I used to have fireworks like that as a kid. But they put them up there and set them off. And
yeah.
Because electricity and water, they match.
Yes, they do. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Ooh. Okay.
Okay, chat. Which old special effects master was honored in Star Wars Clone Wars in the battle in the stadium in Kenosis?
I know the scene you're talking about. The question again is
Who
what...
is the special effects master to whom they were paying homage?
I certainly don't know. If they don't answer in the next 10 seconds,
Yes,
they're
the white
Googling
Padme
it.
outfit battle, but I won't say anything more about that white outfit.
It's a nice outfit, very tactical, very appropriate for the
Also referenced in Monsters, Inc. by one of the characters' names.
I have no idea. Uncle FMG trivia. What? Does anybody know? No idea.
Give him time to Google.
Yeah, give him time. You're going to let him search for it?
Yeah.
There you go.
He deserves it.
That was kind of cool how they made their way down here. Sometimes they do that in fighting games where you're fighting in one area and then you make your way down to the lower level or through to another level. It's kind of cool.
Oh, there you
Ooh.
go. That was a good shot with the sword straight up.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
One from the
Damn.
other.
What kept you? There we go. So he saved her, but then she
She saved him, then he saved
saved
her.
him. Then he saved her. Yeah, yeah.
And now, this is when I come in with some bits.
That nobody understands or knows the reference to. Uncle FMG, everybody.
In the boss fight, you always got to come in with the bits.
That's your power move. Uncle FMG, if he were a final boss, it'd be references or information. I know some of your references, just not most of them. Yo, DJs in space, thank you for the 100 bits. Just dropping those bits in there. And something Weber Grill, 100 bits. And there it is.
On
It
behalf
comes
of the
full
Weber
circle.
Grill Corporation, I'd like
Comes
to thank
full
you.
circle. You got to know Uncle FMG lore.
Yeah, it usually is a Weber Grill reference during a boss fight.
Correct.
Not always, but usually.
Whoa, his eyes are...
Ooh.
He didn't think his drugs were kicking in.
Yeah,
so
I
he
was going
took
to say,
some
how
more,
much
and then he
meth
took
did
some
he
more.
do?
He wasn't feeling it for a couple minutes, so he took all of it. Ooh!
Now, you need to slice him in half and he falls down like...
No. I want to see the neck, just like Sean Connery did. That would be the ultimate. Right? Yeah!
Yes! There you go, baby.
Yeah! Woo! Whoa. Wait, the body's still... No, he's going down now. Holy shit, those graphics.
1.21 gigawatts. Wow. Gone.
Time to power up.
Now, where do you go when you live forever?
There can only be one. Yes. Woo!
Oh. That...
Oh! Whoa!
That glass is gonna hurt.
Hell yeah. She's like, that's my man.
Oh,
That's my man. There can only be one.
I think I've seen you do this online.
Woo! Whoa. What the hell? This is crazy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Is he being attacked by the...
I almost feel like that guy had so many souls.
Right? Like, he's having to fight.
Whoa. Holy
Like
shit.
shit.
That was crazy.
You went from thinking he was being powered to all of a sudden like, this guy's in real trouble.
Yeah, it's almost like he was still being attacked, even though he was absorbing the other. I don't know. The other guy was still.
Not that
Fucking
you have
him
any
up or
experience fighting souls or anything.
Dark souls, of course. Woo! Everybody's saying this is how he became Lord Raiden. So this is where it all began. He played Raiden in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Ah. But the
That
Mortal
checks out. That checks out, guys.
Mortal Kombat movie was based on Mortal Kombat video game.
They're just kidding. Not actually. They're just saying it. They're just tying it together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The whole video game versus movie thing is kind of, interesting, and some of them work and some of them really don't.
Facts. Ooh, Sean Connery.
There's Sean
back.
Connery.
Hey!
There he is. Don Quixote. Don't look out for the windmills.
Back to our montage. You son of a bitch. Don't lose your head. I see what he did there.
You see
yeah. All of a sudden, it's Sound of Music style mountains really out
The
there,
hills
right?
are alive with the sound of music.
Damn. Okay.
Well, it was no Korean, zombie train movie, but at least now I can say I've seen it, but it makes no sense to all the Highlander references I have heard.
That was a lot of fun. And we put it up to a vote. We had 4 very different movies. Train to Busan after the tie wins the coin flip. Then Train to Busan isn't available, so we end up watching Highlander.
It makes about as much sense as the World Cup.
Yeah, yeah, we're there.
How you decide who wins and goes on to the next round? Coin flip.
Sure. Except for the World Cup actually makes perfect sense, UncleFMG. It's the top 2 teams in each group. They go on to the next one.
Unless they tie.
Then it's goal differential.
Thank you.
But then if they tie on goal differential, then it's head-to-head. And I don't really know. So you are right. You are into something. Okay. You're correct. It does get complicated. But this was great. Dude, there can only be one. Come on. Amazing cinematography. I loved all
every angle.
The crazy angles. The soundtrack. Queen
doing it over the top
a lot
visuals.
of Queen songs that I've never heard of. I want to go dive into some of these, deeper Queen tracks. I really just know the best of, which they've got, 10 amazing tracks.
I love the factoid that they let different people from the band each do one. So Ringo got his chance to actually write something.
Peter. Yeah. Paul. The whole gang.
That was a Beatles reference.
I followed it.
I know you did, but
So yeah, that was fun. That was a fun movie. I would say that it was pretty much online with Roadhouse and Face Off, with the overall cheesiness factor.
There was, I mean, that whole era had a cheese to it, but there's good cheese and there's bad
This was
cheese.
some delicious cheese. The time, travel in terms of them jumping between different time periods and even showing off, him shooting the Nazi and saving the girl and her tying back into being his secretary later on, or whatever her job was. And then Sean Connery, we had an 80s training montage. The whole lore behind there being these groups is kind of unique and interesting and cool, and the fact that they got to cut each other's heads off, fucking awesome. And
although you're not on that Lord of the Rings level with the visuals of the landscape, but the scenes that were in Scotland or wherever that you got to see, the background and the castles and the cliffs.
The differences between that and then New York City, it felt like very visually striking and different between both of them. Hold on, let me shut this down.
I'm not sure those cabbies had medallions, though, which is a New York City cabbie thing, for those of you who don't know.
I give it a 8.75 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, and I had a great time enjoying it with you guys. His New York City apartment was such a cool loft.
For $1 million
the special
a month.
effects. The special effects were great. It felt like low budget, but also high budget at the same time with some of the things that they were doing.
They tried to put some effort into it.
Yeah, you could really tell.
I mean, you wrecked that many cars.
Dude, silly backflips, like needless, cheesy extra moves.
Kind of like when you roll through certain games. I mean,
of course.
I mean, you just roll and roll.
Yeah. I loved how the bad guy took his blade out and put the blade together, and when he flipped it around his arms, so dumb, but all in. It was one of those movies where they took it so serious. And
then at the end you had that
but they,
that
you know what
shot,
they did have
there's
some
a Star
silly
Wars
parts.
shot where they're both the sword is straight up and the two of them are there. I mean, that was kind of iconic. If you think of the Star Wars poster, original one with Luke holding it up.
Love that poster. Yeah. And then the Highlander poster we got right here is looking pretty damn sick. You can even see the little helmet that he had back in the original battle, which was actually pretty well done. I mean, I wouldn't put it on the same level as we kept bringing Braveheart up, just because it had sort of a similar feel. Braveheart was on another level. I'd be curious to see what the budgets were for each of those movies, but they did a pretty damn good job with those old style big,
I'll watch
battles.
I'll watch Braveheart with you any day, lad.
Yeah, no, that'd be a great one to watch in here because I haven't seen it in such a long time. But yeah, New York, the garage, the fogginess of it. Somebody compared it to Blade Runner and the kind of tech noir. This kind of spanned a lot of genres.
It really did.
And stylistically, it just did a lot in a way that I felt engaged.
Almost an ensemble piece where I take a piece of this movie and that movie and this movie, and I'm going to make this crazy movie about this guy.
Yeah, it was cool. So,
and then the end where you didn't know what was going on with that mystical power surge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if anybody, I assume it was just all the souls and maybe... Because every other time it was just they powered up. That time there were demonic ghosts and stuff. Maybe because he was so evil that it just permeated in that moment to the very last moment of absorption. He was still his evil self.
And because he kept his eyes closed like Raiders of the Lost Ark,
yeah,
he did not get consumed.
That's it. Hey. They probably
Always the reference.
Yeah, of course. You had to slip another one in right at the end, of course. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits, DJs in space. Again, just kind of keeping the bits coming in here. Appreciate everybody supporting and tuning in and commenting in the chat and lurking out there, and the mod, Sarah Tryptamine, for helping earlier. And we're not going to do a double feature. No double feature tonight. I got to go work on DJs in space. We've got 2 weeks until Faith and the Glitch comes to town, and I still have some work to do on that setup. But it's coming along great. I stayed up till 6 a.m. last night working on it, and it's coming along nicely. So no double feature tonight. But we will be back next Sunday watching another movie. Ian did say that he will be back for next week. I do not know what we're going to be watching next week. Maybe we'll take some of the movies that didn't get voted on and bring them back. Maybe it'll be a new list. I do actually probably need to go and look. Because,
maybe a zombie Korean train film?
Well, that's not available. So definitely not that, unless they bring it back. I think they change out a lot of movies at the beginning and the end of the month, but not necessarily always. So I'll have to look and see what movies are available.
I'm not a smartass on purpose. It's by design.
Well, better than a dumbass.
That's right.
I would say.
That's right.
It's John Wick on there. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't think so. I'll have to look and see what's on there. But I don't think John Wick is on there. But I'll have to, again, I won't probably look until December, because we should probably start rotating in some holiday movies. I think Scrooged is on there.
We after you left last night, we watched a couple movies.
Friday night?
Yeah. We watched Scrooged. First time I've ever seen that.
Nice.
Watched Home Alone, classic. I wanted to watch Christmas Vacation. They wouldn't pay the $2.99, despite the fact I would throw down a 20 for it. So
that sounds like they just didn't want to watch it then.
No,
yeah,
they don't. The kids are talking to the Alexa, signing up for Apple Music when the parents aren't paying attention.
Yeah,
but on the cable box,
course.
they're like, "Well, we can't do that."
I knew it.
Alexa, sign me up for...
No, stop. Alexa, nothing. I never say it. How many of your devices just got triggered out there? Listen, you have to say Alexa or your Amazon ALE. I always spell it out.
I tried your computer thing. It lasted about as long as it did with you.
Me too. Yeah. You can change it to computer and it'll respond to that horrible idea.
Star Trek nerd thing, but...
Guys, loved it. Again, Retro Lab movie night, always good when Uncle FMG is in the lab.
Good to see you.
He'll be back, as always, all the time. I don't know. He's here all the time. He doesn't live in town, so he has to make his way to St. Louis for these hang sessions. But it's pretty regular, a few times a year.
Technically, it should be January or February.
There you go. But you'll definitely see him in the chat. Uncle FMG.
And someday you'll have the remote access, so I can be Max Headroom right here.
We're going to have bits so people can call in. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Epic Shakes, Dylan's, Sons of Bitches, Highlander.
Don't forget the merch. They are so comfortable,
gotta get
so
one
soft.
More commercial in. Of course, Uncle FMG. I'll be back tomorrow for more God of War Ragnarok. Loving the game. Can't get enough of it. It's so satisfying. It's looking so damn good. Sounding good. We've got all these different builds that we're using. I'm still getting used to this new poison build that's very interesting. And I think we still have a good amount of game to see in that one. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. See ya next time we see ya. Check out the Discord. There's the store right there. Maybe one of the mods or somebody can drop a link to the Discord. We drop announcements in there.
As soon as I get the FMG branded Weber kettle, I will let you know.
Uncle FMG with his Uncle FMG references and the Weber grill.
Good seeing you all.
Of course. Much love. Thank you, dudes, as always, for enjoying and hanging and making this channel what it is. Could not do it without you. Good night. We'll see you next time we see you. Final words, Uncle FMG.
Thank you for supporting my man here.
Much love, guys. See ya later. Good night.
This t-shirt
Woo!
is so comfortable.
It really is, though.
It's the softest cotton. I don't know how many threads there are per inch here.
You do need to take it off and wash it every once in a while, Uncle FMG.
But seriously, if you saw Guardians of the Galaxy where his nipples were irritated, they would never irritate.